Okay, I think I am live. I was hoping to use song request today for stream elements, but I didn't have it added as a separate source on the overlay. I think it's working. Okay, I'm gonna switch over after this song. If I can actually remember to. Let's see. Song request. Only my railgun. And then let's just go ahead and play it before we get to the next section. Volume's a little low. Okay, cool. Too bad I can't actually modify. Um, yeah, and I'm hearing the ducking as well. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be slightly annoying. Hopefully I can bear with it. Alright, let's go. We're doing Genshin today. I have quite a few activities to continue. And Catchy, I see you there. Thanks for reminding me about my mic. I wasn't muted. I was just baffled by things not working. Very few objectives today. Just wanted to finish up the eula quest, or actually just start it, because I haven't started on that at all yet. And then if we have some extra time, maybe do some of the wind trace events as well. I spent like the last couple of waking hours trying to yeah, okay, that ducking needs to be adjusted, because I'm hearing my own voice causing ducking over the video. Actually, maybe that's not such a bad thing, because ducking lets me know when I stop talking, I guess. Kachidoki says, how are you, Chop? Oh no, I haven't started you either. Yeah, I've been procrastinating quite a bit on my Genshin recently, watching too many other people's streams, and trying to improve my own as well. And then also work has been just crazy in the last week. It's like review season, performance review season, which generally means that well, yeah, that ducking is gonna be the enemy. Let me go and change the ratio a little bit. Maybe like 1.25. 25, okay. So it's not so like super noticeable. Okay, cool. That's hopefully a little bit better. But yeah, I've been doing tons of performance reviews, which is always stressful because, you know, people's livelihoods depend on the words that you use. Kachidoki says, yeah, I've been too busy streaming other games. I think I only streamed Genshin once this week. Oof, yeah, I saw you guys do the forest last night until like very, very late hours. Like, I think you guys were playing for at least 5 hours, if not more. All right, is there one? There's one of those glazed lilies down here. Let me go and grab that. And then I know you were gonna do Mass Effect, but then you totally forgot to do, or not forgot, but like ran out of time to do Mass Effect. That's another game where like by the time that I got into it, it's like it was already a dated game, and like it didn't run very well on my hardware. It didn't run at the resolutions that are common by the time that I got to it. And then it's just one of those like masterpieces that just got missed, right? It's like games are very different from movies for that very specific reason that like you can have a film from the 70s and for the most part it should play just the same everywhere, but then if you have a game from like the early 70s, it's not going to run on any sort of modern hardware without like having good support from emulation. Catchy says, I was on for 7.5 hours. Kyra was on for 7 hours. At that point, you guys might as well make it like a subathon, right? Not a subathon, but like a marathon. Because I think, you know, the shortest marathon I've seen was around 10 hours. What do we listen to? Whatever it is, I kind of like it. What was I saying? I guess for film, if you like buy the original movie on DVD and you don't own a DVD player anymore, then it's a little bit iffy. But at least you don't have to worry about like the same type of things that you have to worry about for PC gaming, which is just which is just that like you might have to run a Windows update, or like a Windows update might have broken the game for you, or it doesn't run in the proper resolution, or like a game might not support multiple monitors, and like it'll crash if you have more than one monitor plugged in, stuff like that. If you have a console, then the hardware is always fixed, so the software is always compatible with that console. But for PC, it's always a different configuration. I just completely phased through that entire barrel there. Kachidoki says, yeah, Mass Effect Legendary Edition fixes the outdated issues from the first game. It's still a jank game. Yeah, especially the, whatchamacallit, there was this snow section where you have to drive a vehicle. That's gotta be like one of the funkiest driving mechanics I've ever experienced in the game. Like Halo 1 Warthog, okay, yeah, it was a little bit goofy in that like a slight bump might insta-kill you from a Halo 1 Warthog, but the physics from the Mass Effect, it was like a vehicle, and it could like hover in the snow. That's how I remember, and I just remember that the camera controls and the overall physics of driving that thing was not very satisfying. Must Love Mora is here. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're doing a little bit of Genshin today. I have the eula quest to finish. I want to make sure that I don't lose Ganyu right now doing some friggin' dailies. What else? I also haven't finished the Windbloom Festival yet. Yeah, not gonna be able to stop that Wooper Flower, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter because I'm out of here. Kachidoki says, we all rated our friend Tai Time. He was doing a 1,000 follower celebration this stream. Wow, that's a pretty big milestone for 1,000 followers. I feel like the only people who've hit that many followers are people who've been streaming for a year, or people who just have some sort of really good content, I guess. Where are we going? Must Love Mora says the lower cam pick is not live. Oh man, okay. Thank you for that reminder. I think I don't have the proper software fully running. It was running when I set it up, of course, which is why it's frozen to begin with, but so you guys can see the time has progressed quite a bit. In real life, that is. Huh, music has stopped. I'm guessing it's stuck on some sort of... Oh, no, okay. Cool. I did set up song requests today, which is why there's an orange bar on the bottom. In fact, let me go and close up YouTube Music, because that is no longer being used for this stream. I can always bring it back up, which is nice, but I'm using song requests now, so you guys can go and add things to the playlist. It takes some soybeans so that... oh, this is this version of the song. Okay, I might have to go and skip it. Let's go next. But you guys can request additional songs. So, for example, like request Aha, Take On Me. You can also do !SR for song request. And then it will either start playing it if the queue is empty, or it will unqueue it if you guys have if there's multiple songs that's being queued. Kajidoki says This Is America remix with Renai Circulation. Yes, or Renai Circulation. Yes, it was. I think the song name is called a request. This is Circulation. I think. I'm pretty sure this would be it. Is this it? Yep. This is the correct version of the song. Must love Mora says, "You're not in your wifey stream to support her spicy challenge." we already divorced. I'm so sorry, Mora. We already divorced. We got our Twitch divorced after 2 days of marriage. But I saw her do her spicy challenge not too long ago. But I am not in there because, well, I'm in my own stream right now. I was lurking a while ago. I was lurking in a lot of people's streams for the whole day. But oh, this is the Gene quest. We've already started it. Or this is the eula quest. We've already started it. I thought this was a daily. Whoops. Totally went to the wrong waypoint. Gene says, thank you for coming on short notice. Honorary night. I know you must be busy. Mora says, why? Dora is cute. Dora is cute, but we got a love score of 2%. So it's gonna not gonna. I don't think it's gonna work out. And it's not me. It's her. That's all I have to say. Kajidoki says I got like 10 streams open right now. Everyone's streaming right now. LOL. Yeah. It is Saturday night after all. We must be busy. Jean says, well, to make a long story short, there is a particular matter at hand the knights require your assistance with. The friggin' knights again. I didn't join this organization to become you guys' errand boy. Jean says, yes, has been one thing after another recently. Neither myself nor any of the Monstachian garrison were able to catch a moment of peace. I have recently received multiple reports from the knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close relations with the Fatui. I think I need to go and enable the dialogue for this game. Can't actually hear right now. The Fatui again, but who are the Lawrence clan? There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled the city. Well, like this is definitely not the right song for the mood that Jing is going for. Kajidoki says, I'm going to take a nap before my stream. All right, take it easy, dude. Because I think it's still relatively early for you, right? Because of your schedule. Kajidoki says, which is right now. I'm going to keep the stream open, though. Thank you, Kajidoki, for the lurk, and I hope you have a good nap. There was a dark period in Mondstadt history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of the Decarabium was lost once again as bravery spread throughout the land. As slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established that the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. Goodness gracious, that's a mouthful. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan. Okay, I'm gonna go and skip this because I think we were done, and then we were just here. What are we listening to? Okay. Okay, cool. The aristocrats that had opposed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan. Oh, Paimon gets it. So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds. We suspected as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today was to ask you to help us further investigate this matter. Yeah, exactly. Why us? So, unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and their aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We have already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems that the descendants of this aristocracy remained antagonistic towards the Knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust will only increase. All of our efforts would have been wasted. But as the honorary knight, I technically also belong to the Knights. You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius, but you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You are a traveler from a distant land and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good good position to learn more of their possible connections with Fatui. Whoa, leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan. Right, so they're using me as a spy. Jing says, aha, perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling through the northern city walls. Schubert. It is said that he is difficult to get along due to his temperamental disposition. Big words for Jean. Well, big words in general. But if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch. I do hope things go off smoothly. Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you. All right, so I didn't actually want to go and talk to the dining lane in her office right here, but well, we started the quest already. This is such a well-decorated room. Like if you compare it to any of the teapots, there's like books everywhere. All the non-windows are books. Big old clock in the middle of the room. Of course, and apparently she has tea in her room as well when she has guests. Very nice. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to my dailies because I actually wasn't ready to start the quest yet. But yeah, a lot of people are streaming tonight. I think I was checking my following list. So the people that I follow. Like I think it was like Thursday night, and there were like 23 people all streaming at the same time. I was like, sheesh, I gotta go and modify my I gotta go and unfollow a few people whom I haven't seen in a long time. But we're looking for the former resident. No, okay, let's go and find the next daily quest. Kashidoki says Calvin just ended his stream. Yeah, I was actually there. I was lurking in his chat for a while. I was listening to him while I was setting up my chat, and then I was also eating, but I didn't type anything. Mostly because I just felt like I don't know. Sometimes you just want to like hands off for a little bit and like not get super involved with the stream, but just listen to the things that are happening there, so you feel like you don't miss out on anything. Right. Oh, excuse me. Because otherwise, sometimes you get call-outs or people ask you questions, and then if you're not there, it just seems like you're rude if you're not replying, right? So, I was just lurking, very silently lurking. I usually have at least 4 tabs, but like between 4 to 10 tabs open at any time. And then but I almost always only have one unmuted tab open, so that I can lurk, but then I can still actually focus, but only at one stream at a time. And then like I'll switch between tabs every couple of minutes. I don't know, it's hard to like feel like you're a participant in a chat if you're going in between all the time. Is that it? Okay, cool. So I try to stay in people's chats for at least 15 minutes to half an hour before I switch over. But like sometimes there's just like too many people I want to watch who are all on live at the same time. And it's hard to spread your attention. And in that case, then just like go back to watch the VOD, right? Take me home, country roads. I bet I have like a ton of latency for these stream element songs, because I actually have the audio routed so that the audio goes, well, it originates in OBS because it's its own browser source, and then Oh, right. These guys are cryo. Country road. Alright, I'll just use the white damage from Ganyu. So I have the audio originating in OBS, and it outputs to OBS directly, but then you gotta account for the latency, because the only way that the audio comes out of OBS is through monitoring, and then I know the monitoring channel has a ton of latency, so I'm probably a good like 200 to 300 milliseconds behind if I try to sing along. Yeah, I heard Calvin is also gonna be interviewing Ducky later tonight as well, so might go back to watch that VOD whenever it finishes. I bet it's gonna finish. It's still gonna be going on by the time that I'm done with my stream. Country roads. Yeah, just our little circle of friends: Calvin, Ducky, Midor, of course, Kachidoki, yourself as well. Winnie every once in a while as well. Okay. What is the song that's playing? If any. Alright, I bet it's stuck, yeah, it's stuck on private video. Okay. It's a little bit loud. Volume 40%? Okay, cool, sure. But alas, you know, we all have our schedules. Like, I know not everyone streams on a schedule. Or like, if they have a schedule, then they don't stream at a specific, they don't start at a specific time. Like, they might start early or they might start late, depending on how IRL things go. But for me, I try to at least start my stream at the exact same time every week. It's a little bit hard to keep up, but I think it adds a lot of regularity to my schedule, because like I know how much time I'll need to prepare. I know whom I might get raids from, and generally who to raid after. And for the most part, like I get the same folks stopping by around the same time every week, and that's always nice, because then you get consistency, you get to know your audience a little bit better. Zhihua says, true love may be impossibly far away, or it may be right under your nose. You cannot force it. Why is he telling me this? But when its day comes, it will show itself to you right before your eyes. Why, it's my fortune. This is what Qiming, the fortune teller, advised me regarding my love life. It may be impossibly far away, or it might be right under my nose. I dare say she must be hinting at something, but whatever could it be? I have heard storytellers say that you can tell when your fortune is about to come true, because signs appear all around you. And I have a strong sense of true love is on its way. Could you imagine could you examine the surrounding area for me and commit genocide against the hilly trails? Why me? You know the saying, lookers on see most of the game? What? Doesn't that mean he should go and look instead of me? Well, were I to look for signs myself, I feared that I would interpret anything and everything that I saw as a sign that true love is on its way. I guess sometimes you go and look for things that you're looking for, right? Like, you will find what you're looking for eventually. Because confirmation bias. That's why I need your help. Alright. So we're looking for signs of love. Why did it change my active quest? Okay. What? Look for signs. Alright, it's a little bit far away actually. But yeah, you never know who may or may not be dropping by in your stream, and sometimes they're not always saying things. Paimon says, "Let's go and find stuff." What do we get? Wait, what is all this? Leaves on the ground? Okay, cool. Like you never know who is in chat, and even if you like stalk your chat, people might go and watch your VODs, and there's or your clips. There's ways of being present without necessarily like being active, and that's like as a streamer, you never know who you're talking to because sure there's the people in chat, but then there's also all the lurkers, of course, but then there's also everyone who is in the future, right? So if you're saying things in stream about other people, then it's risky to be negative, I think. What are we doing here? Report back to well, okay, I don't know when I went to Paimon, not Paimon, to Second Life there. Jim Jam time. Hello, welcome back to the stream. Jim Jam says, am I the only person in chat? Maybe. I think usually it takes a couple of minutes for folks to join chat, especially since it's Saturday and like a lot of people are streaming, right? Jihua says, have you found a sign? Yep. Dead leaves. Hanabi Yukina, hello, welcome back to the stream. Well, actually, is this your first time here? I know your username. You're in Calvin's chat, right? Calvin or Winnie's chat? I'm pretty sure it's Calvin's chat, though. But welcome to the stream. I don't know if it's welcome back to the stream. We're doing Eula's quest a little bit later tonight. Just finishing up my dailies while waiting for people to join in. What are we looking at? Okay. But yeah, it's because it's Saturday. There's a lot of people streaming, and I believe the way that the sidebar works for Twitch is that if you have more than 12 people, where are we? Where are we going? Did I already finish my dailies? I did. Okay, cool. The song is distracting me just a little bit. But it is Saturday, and I believe the way that the Twitch sidebar works is that if there are more than 12 people live at the same time, then it's completely ranked by how many viewers people have, right? So for a lot of the smaller streamers, you don't get visibility when things are busy because you just get pushed to the very bottom of the list, and then you don't even show up after there's more than 12 people. Hanabi Yukina says, it's my first time here. I was on Winnie and Calvin's stream. Okay, so I did remember that correctly. Jim Jam says, you need to boost your view counts. Maybe hot tub stream. I feel like hot tub streams, right? Like it's a good marketing strategy. Well, Amber's still not done yet. But over the long term, as a business development strategy, it's unscalable. Because like very much right now, it is kind of a fad. And as with all fads, at some point, like the memes are gonna die down, right? And plus, like, I don't know, like I want people who I want my audience to be people who are interested in the content that I have and the personality that I have, because those are the things that I can sustain. Doing like spicy noodle challenge is super fun, first of all, and also, you know, creates a lot of attention around your channel. But it's also not sustainable, right? Because if you're eating spicy noodles on every stream, then the novelty factor is going to wear off pretty quick. Jules, hello, welcome to the stream. And Mamo Durain, hello and welcome to the stream. Jim Jim says, Jolie in a hot tub. Yeah, I think that, you know, if nothing else, the sustainability of just the cosplay is not scalable, because after the first couple of hot tub sessions, things are gonna some of that material is not gonna last super long. That said, the novelty factor is absolutely there. Like, you've seen Jonli cosplays, you've seen hot tub streams. Have you seen Jonli cosplay in a hot tub? I don't think anyone's ever done that before in your entire life, or anybody's entire lives. Mamo says try hot chocolate tub or cheese tub. Oh yeah. Or my favorite, hot pot tub. Hot pot tub. You heard it here first, folks. We're gonna get a hot tub that is so big that that you can cook yourself inside of it and eat yourself. Heard it here first, folks. Genius idea. What am I even doing? I think I finished the dailies. Do we have enough people? Should I start the Eula Montanya quest? My name Eula Montanya. You killed my father. Prepare for vengeance. I do have some resin. Let me go and condense that, and then we'll start the Eula quest. Joel says, hi, Chop. Hanabi says, are you in the North America servers? Yes, I am. Indeed, I am. Jim Jam says, Midor is doing some spicy thing. Yeah, I saw her eat the spicy noodles a little bit earlier while Calvin was ending his stream. Oh, I like this song. I really like this song. I wonder what flavor it was. Like, I wonder if it's a 1x or 2x or... Probably not a 3x, because those are kind of hard to find. Jam says, never. Maelstrom says, oh wow, just got a Genshin ad for Eula. Didn't even realize there was on. LOLs. And Maelstrom, hello and welcome to the chat. We're doing Eula's quest tonight. Jim Jam Time says, exactly. I think this is an idea to explore. I think you guys were referring to the hot tub stream, right? Where is Eula's quest? All right, Shadow of the Past. Look for a former aristocrat in the city. Okay. Hanabi Yukina says, bruh, you're gonna cook yourself. You heard it here first. Cook and eat yourself. Self-cannibalism. Jim Jam Time says, Jonli hot tub. Trust me, I think people will come. I trust you. I think people will come, but will people stay? I think that's the question that I'm more interested in. Mouse says, eat yourself, OMG. Jim Jam says, forget the content. Forget the content. I'm here for the food. I'm here to eat myself. Excuse me. Joe says, OMG, Jonli in a hot pot tub. Rhinosaurus is here. Hello, Mr. He who made me chug a liter of water very early in the stream and made me go to the bathroom 4 times in the middle of some very stressful Valheim scuffed gameplay. I was like essentially getting spawn camped that entire time because all I could think about was going to the bathroom. Rhinosaurus says, hi, Mr. Chop Soy. I can't get condensed help. Are you out of Mora, or did you have you not yet gotten the artifact, or what? Do you know why the condensed doesn't work for you? Hanabi Yukina says, spicy noodles with ice cream. Ooh, that actually sounds really good, but it sounds like a major disaster after 5 hours after you eat that, like after everything's gone through your digestive system. Question marks. Oh, I need to turn on the dialogue because I actually want to listen to the voice acting, but I can't do that now. Actually, can I guess I can restart, but I'll just wait until this guy's done. Huh? Who are you? Hello, we're here too. Hamafu. Hello? Yeah, you've never been greeted before, man? What's wrong? Did you just say what's wrong? I've never been greeted before. Hamafu, and I think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner and Good sir, do you know who I am? I am also a noble. How dare you not respect me, huh? Schubert? His name is Schubert? Given that I don't recognize you, can only assume that you're a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Wow, what is this? Like Britain? This is America. We don't have nobility here. What else am I missing? Hanabi Yukina says, no, was that Midor doing that? Wait. Oh, Midor was eating ice cream and spicy noodles at the same time. Yeah, she'll probably be up tonight. I'm guessing she'll degen. Why is my... Okay. Okay, cool. I was looking at my VTuber model and I was like, why is the head pointed downwards? And then I realized it's because my head is actually pointed downwards because I'm reading chat. So that actually makes sense. Oh. Sorry, guys. The kind of things that you do when when you're a scuff streamer. Hanabi says, I had fries dipped in McFlurry before. Good lord. All that oil and fat and sugar and salt. Oh my god, I'm drooling. Oh, I haven't had McDonald's in about a week. Oh, I kind of miss it. Schubert says, now if you'll excuse me, let me go and stare at this wall for the next 30 minutes like I was doing previously. Now, if you're somehow if you're capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me the proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette. Paimon says, that's etiquette? Paimon never heard of anything so complicated before. Hanabi says, do it tasty. Rhinosaurus says, why can't I get condensed? Why can't you get condensed? Okay, so Rhinosaurus, you need to do 4 things for condensed. All right. One is you need the recipe. You can get the recipe by having enough reputation from doing the weekly reputation quests. Number 2 is you need... Once you get the condensed blueprint, you need to go and open up the blueprint in your inventory and then learn it. Like, this part's important because if you don't like consume that blueprint, then it won't show up in the menu. 3 is you actually need condensed resin. Sorry, you actually need resin. Resin and then plus the butterfly wings or whatever they're called. Like the crafting materials. And then 4 is you need Mora, which I've only seen a few people run out of Mora for condensed resin. But yeah, make sure that you actually learn the recipe if it's not showing up. I'm gonna go and skip the song. Skip. If you guys have songs that you would like for me to play over stream, you can do song request. I think I was talking about it and I totally forgot to actually demo it. Wait, no, I did demo it. But if there's like a YouTube song, I think I just played this a little bit earlier in the stream. You can do song requests, and then you just paste in the URL, and then it just adds it to the queue. Rhinosaurus says, but I've crafted before though. It might be at the end of the list if if you don't have all the materials for it, then like it will be like a disabled recipe, and then those go on the bottom of the list. That's my best guess. Schubert says, Hamafoot, in former times when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman. Do you need like a professional greeter? Like, should I have gone and hired a lawyer in order to say hi to you? Schubert says, and neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. Whipping. You will be whipped like cream. Hanabi Yukina says you probably ran out of cores. Yeah, if you don't have all the materials, including the cores, the butterfly wings, then not the butterfly wings, the cores, that's what they're called, but they show up from the crystal flies. Then it'll probably go on the very bottom of your list. Schubert says, sigh, but look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. Ugh, I cannot bear to see such degradation. Sounds like too much hassle to me. It's no wonder the aristocracy fell. Schubert says, what did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? Yes, I do question it. I think it's gotten so much better without people like you around. I'll have you know that through the Lawrence... Oh my goodness, just pointing at people. I'll have you know that through the Lawrence... Though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for our chance to restore our rightful honor. Well, you can go and demand that honor once you've actually restored it. Schubert says, just looking around, the people are unruly, undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are a completely different breed by birth. That's some eugenics going on there, Schubert. You might want to consult some modern scientific textbooks. And probably societal textbooks, too. I haven't even said anything yet. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obliged to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now, I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave to go and stare at that wall over there. I love this guy. I love this guy. Like, it must have been super fun writing him. Let's go back to talk to things with the Gene. Okay, got it. Ironically enough, we are the knighted one in Mondstadt. Like, we are the honorary knight, right? So we actually have rank. And even though they're nobility, we have military rank. Rhinosaurus says, I have 30 crystals though. Do you have like actually resin? Because if you don't have enough resin, it might also not show up because it's part of the recipe, right? You need 40 to craft them. Oh, Amber's here. Haven't seen her since like I don't even remember. It's been a couple of months since I've last seen Amber. Well, if it isn't the honorary knight, I'm just on my way to get some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. No, it's just me, just a common peasant. Let me get on my knees and say hello to you. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble. Oh, I totally forgot to whatchamacallit, enable the dialogue again. Rhinosaurus says, yep, 97. Are you actually at the alchemy table, Rhinosaurus? Are you sure you're not at like the forge? Or like a cooking station? Probably not. Rhinosaurus says, want to drink 1 liter again? That's completely up to you, my man. Completely up to you. You get 1 per stream. And if you're not going to redeem it and someone else redeems it, I'm still going to do it. Rhinosaurus says, yep, alchemy. Interesting. I'm not sure why it doesn't show up then. Rhinosaurus says, drink, hydrate. All right, so let me go over to the side cam. Oh, I didn't mean to stop the music. I'm going to have to go and change that overlay so that it shows up everywhere. In fact, why don't I do it right now? Because I'm going to need it later as well. Overlay, shout out clip. Where is it? Media request. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to go and remove this one. And right. Okay. Sorry for the scuff, but let me go over back to the side cam. Where are we? Okay, so you guys can go and look inside. It's quite full. I would say it's at least 80% full. Oh, you didn't redeem the Rhinosaurus. You didn't redeem the drink 1 liter. It's just hydrate. I'm just gonna hydrate them, man. You're gonna have to get more points, and if you want me to chug the whole 1 liter. But yes, thank you for the hydrate, Rhinosaurus. Paimon says Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seems to have run aground for the moment. It wasn't our fault. It's completely not our fault. Amber says, no need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I guarantee useful intel every time. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. Tyrannosaurus don't have the points. Well, you're just gonna have to keep staying tuned. Wow, she has her. There's animations going on this screen that I'm not gonna talk about. Amber says you just have to keep at it and never give up. That is Amber for us. But yeah, you're just gonna have to stay tuned for to collect your points. If you want me to chug that 1 liter of water, and if it goes like less than 70%, I will go and fill it all the way back up to 100. Just for you, man. Amber says, hey. Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem? Messaging asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a old hack who deserves to rot in his mansion. That he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone. Paimon's being nice. Especially Paimon. Aha, Schubert, I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. Sounds like you're no stranger to these parts. What happened to the music? That's so sad. It's probably, yeah. Why is it always stuck on a private video? That's one thing that I don't like about Stream Elements. I'm going to skip this one. And by the way, you guys can also skip too. If you don't like the song, it's just vote skip. Gonna skip this one as well. Okay, cool. Hey, I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things. You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache? As aristocrats, they believe there should be certain distance between themselves and the common folk. Well, they wanted distance. They should have not come to the public common area. I understand their thinking, but it's just not how things are anymore. However, if there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy Eula. Buddy. Oh. Is Amber affiliated with Eula in a canonical way? That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th company. Jean told us that the Lawrence clan sees the Knights as enemies. How could a member of the Lawrence clan join the Knights? Eula is special. She's not like the other members of her clan. She has her own belief and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean once you meet her. That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula? Why is the song like looping in a strange way? Oh. Amber says, well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula has joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her. Okay, so she's kind of an estranged member of that clan. In her eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor for the family. Yeah, okay. So she's not a part of their little gang. Volume is a little bit high. Actually, not too bad. Amber says she's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation and I'm sure she'll help you. Come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around the Stormbear Mountains. Paimon says, thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go and find Eula. Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate. All right, okay. Let me go and turn on the dialogue before I forget a third time. Okay. Oops. Oh, I think I just missed some dialogue there. But before that, let me see if there's any way for me to reproduce that resin issue.
Yeah.
So you go to the alchemy table, and under gadgets, there should just be. Oh, mine's also disabled, but mine's disabled because I'm out of original resin. So yeah. So if you're out of either one of the materials, it'll go to the bottom of your list, essentially. And Jim Jam Time redeemed a 1 pull. Thank you, Jim Jam Time. So let me go and fulfill that request real quick. Is there a particular banner you would like for me to pull on, Jim Jam Time? Between the character, the standard, and then the weapon banner. Jim Jam Time says Eula. All right, let's go and pull. At least attempt to pull for Eula. For the 1 pull. Nope. Nope, not this time. Magic Guide. Not bad though. But yeah, we'll just have to keep trying. Her banner is here for a while. So I think yeah, there's still a good 2 weeks for me to farm up enough primo gems to make sure I don't miss her. Yes, thank you for the one pull, Jam Time. All right, let's go and continue on this quest. Let's see if we can find Eula. She's apparently in the Storm Bear Mountains. Jim Time says, "Are you free to play?" I am not. I'm like I'm a light whale. I think I'm more than a dolphin, but I think I am a light whale overall. I think I've spent about $500 on this game in total. All right, I'm gonna try and ignore that little ferret there. Jim Jam says a super whale. Wow, 500 is not whale. Especially if you think about like this game is, 7 months old. Like $500 is roughly $80 a month, something like that. Wow, freaking Ganyu has a lot of PP damage. So you know, it's I think it's more than your average than your average spender. But at the same time, like I've seen whales, and whales will go several orders of magnitude higher than that. Jim Jam says that's true. I've spent maybe 80 total. How long have you been playing Jim Jam Time? Because I've played this since launch, and I'm quite very well saturated when it comes to this game. Wow, sniper scope. A bam. Jim Jam says since November. Oh, hello. Wow, she looks good in game. Wow, look at that. Man, if she could like sprint like that in game, then that's, you definitely would want to pull for her, because she got up that tower in less than 3 seconds. I like her voice. I like her voice. You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? Jim Jam Time says since November. Wow, okay, so you've also been playing for a while. So 6 months, $80, so like $20 a month. So like Welcome Moon plus Battle Pass. I think that's pretty reasonable. I think that's a shrimp or a prawn. I don't know what the proper terminology is on the hierarchy of marine biology, but kind of that's your basic like non-free to play, right? Jim Jam Time says you need to pull for her now. I think I just need to pull for her. But Wallakun was not so happy after after last Wednesday, and I need to give him a little break, just a little bit. Hanabi says me being just a goldfish. That's a goldfish. Renity is here. Hello, welcome to the stream, Renity. I think you were streaming a little bit earlier today, right? I think I saw you online, but at the time I was doing some workouts, so I wasn't able to watch your stream. Renedy says, just wanted to stop by to say hi and hope you're feeling better too. Thank you, Renedy. I still like I still feel like I have less energy than usual from the vaccine like a week ago. And like my sleep schedule is a little bit funky recently. But definitely no fever, and very few other symptoms. Like every once in a while I'll feel like my face is a little bit hot, but then I'll drink some water and then I feel good again. Hanabi Yukina says that's a goldfish. Ah, okay. So that's the proper term to talk about people who are just barely spend above the typical free to play. A turtle. Jim Jam Time says turtle. Turtles are pretty big, right? Although they are a little small. Hanabi says Battle Pass and Wilkins is goldfish. Dolphins spend a little more than BP and Wilkins. Makes sense. Whales spend like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, I definitely rate limit my spending. Although I think I'm a slightly larger dolphin. Renedy says, yes, sir. All good. I appreciate the thought. Yeah, I try to lurk in people's chats whenever I have the chance, but at the same time, like, you know, sometimes there's just real life things that you gotta be doing. Jim Jam says, yeah, fully recovered. Thank you. Oh, Jim Jam, you also got the vaccine. What was I gonna say? Was it your second one or your first one? And what were the effects like for you? Jim Jam says it was the second. Renedy says for sure, so don't even worry about it. Jim Jam says fever, chills, and a headache. Yeah, similar for me. But hey, like at least it shows that you never actually caught COVID, right? And you didn't know it. Like there's some people who got COVID and then probably have been spreading it around and they didn't know it because they were asymptomatic. So at least it proves that you never actually fully got COVID. All right. Eula says, or I think I've already read these. And now you get to stake a claim. Oh, what? Why did it just zoom in on her shorts? And now you get to stake a claim. Hamafu. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Ugh, mark my words, vengeance will be mine. My name Eula Montanya. You killed my father, prepare for vengeance. Nani? I'm sorry, vengeance. That's right, I heard that the commotion and came as swiftly as I could. I think the dialogue is a little bit quiet. I'm gonna go and turn it up just a little bit more after we're done with this cutscene. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I was like gone the day after I got my second shot for a whole day. I even canceled my stream. And then the third day after the shot was a lot easier to manage. That's right, I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you were making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Yeah, how dare we take all of our credit, huh? Hamafu, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at the same time can be dangerous. Actually, I know my way around the fight. Jim Jam says, are you a full-time streamer? No way, man. If you check my schedule, it's like I stream probably 10 hours a week, somewhere around that range, right? Like 3 times a week and then like maybe 3 hours per stream. So around 10 hours a week. Full-time streamers, of course, you know, around 40, maybe even 60 hours a week if they do weekends as well. No, it's completely all for fun. Just to make friends, and also I don't know, like I feel like there's a lot of fun in doing a production. I like the technical aspect of it. Getting all the layouts together, getting all the right equipment, setting up like integrations with websites, and providing content, yes, but also like providing a forum for people to interact, right? That's a lot of fun for me. Paimon says, sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
为什么我要关心仇人的安危？
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
可是你刚刚说，幸好你没有受伤。
Oh yeah, I need to turn the dialogue up a little bit more. Arch enemies? Wait a minute, you were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
我的意思是，
By which I
如果你们有
mean,
人受伤了
if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to
那你们
Bonsai.
就又给我添了一笔麻烦。
Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance will be swifter still.
居然是这种解读方式吗？
Huh, so that's how you see us. You must be
对啊
Eula.
没错，
Yes, that's me. Jam says, set up hot tub, dress up as Jolene. Yep. Although hot tub is pretty big investment. Jolene costume was also pretty expensive, but like I like doing cosplay even before I did streaming. So for me, it was it was something that I would have done even if I didn't stream. Yola says, yes, that's me.
果然，我就
Paimon
觉得
thinks
她
that
怪
she's
怪
pretty
的
strange, although
虽然
at
也
least
没
we
有
can
怪到
communicate
无
with
法
her.
交流的程度。
I'm gonna skip this this funky version
不说
of
贵族礼
Nyancat.
仪，在普通人之间也是很不礼貌的吧？
Diva version. Hatsune Miku Project Diva Arcade Future Tone. Okay. Alright. Stream Elements is broken again. Very nice. Very nice. Let me see if I can go and fix it. Stream Elements. Show on stream. Yep, showing on stream. Skip. No song is playing. Well, play a song then. Jim Jam Time says good production. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Transcendence told me that this was buggy. I didn't know it was this buggy. Alright. I'm gonna go and give up on Stream Elements. Let's go back to our usual YouTube playlist. YouTube music playlist. Okay, cool. And then that way I don't have ducking anymore to worry about. And I can actually control things other than using chat. Unfortunately, that means no song requests, but I guess once people want to request songs, I'll go and switch sources. Okay, back to the Eula, and I believe I'm actually on the wrong scene for this one. Eula says, you dare call someone you just met strange? Forget their aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards.
说起来，为什么你们知道我的名字？
Didn't she just call us strange? She says, speaking of which, how do you guys know my
就是你
name?
说的礼仪问题了。
This is the honorary
她
knight
是
of
西方骑士团的荣誉
the
骑
knight of the
士
knights of
我们正想
Favonius.
调查
The
一个
honorary
人家
knights
说
of the
过的
knights
俄
of
罗斯的贵
Favonius.
族。
And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence.
可是他非
He's
常
so
讲究
obsessed
礼
with
仪，
etiquette that
而
he's
且
not
不
even
愿意
willing
和
to
我
talk
们
with
说
us.
话。
我明白了，
Aha, I understand now.
他
That's
是我
my
的叔
uncle,
父
right?
就是这样的人。
I like her voice.
不
I
过
need to turn her up.
为什么要调查他呢？
But why do you mean to investigate him? He might be secretly involved with the Fat Tui, really. I see. Aha. So you have some nerve defaming a family member right in front of me. I
这个仇
I will have vengeance for this too.
不是啦，这个是秦团长的委托。
I feel like Eula is the kind of
而且是怀疑而已。
person who like she'll go to Starbucks and then she'll order her coffee and whatever, and she's waiting for her coffee, right? And then all of a sudden, the person who ordered coffee right after her gets their order because it's like, I don't know, they just wanted a shot of espresso or something. So like their order comes up before hers does, and then she just watches as that person grabs his or her espresso and then just like stares at him with daggers, and as they're leaving she's saying, I will have vengeance. My mom says, no, this is just an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation after all. Aren't you worried
在
about
蒙
your
多城的市民
uncle?
眼里，
Eula
劳伦斯
says
家
to
族都是坏人
to the everyday citizens of
所以因
Mondstadt,
为流
everyone
言蜚语
in
招
the
致怀疑
Lawrence
什么的，
clan
一
is
点都不
scum.
奇怪。
It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
嗯，有
I
道
might go
理。
and
毕
switch
竟以前是
these
残暴的统
the stream music over to Genshin music, just to see if there's any soundtracks for this quest. Paimon says it's hard to avoid such reputation. We are known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
原来你也是这么想的。
Well,
那我们这
thankfully
个仇
they
是
it's
彻底
old.
结下了。
Oh my goodness. All that zoom. Ulysses, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
明明是你自己先说的。
Paimon says, but didn't you say it first?
有意思，有意思。第一次见面就能让我记
Yeah, I
3次
think I'll switch out the
我好
music
久都没有遇到这么有
to
意思的人
Genshin
了。
music just because it's story time. We actually get content. Yola says, aha, haha, curious. And we've just met. You've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. I shall write it down and discuss all 3 accounts of vengineering with my lawyer. It's been a while since I've encountered someone as interesting as you. Why do you seem so happy about it?
是为了学习劳伦斯家的礼仪，这样才能和我的叔父搭话。
Man, I really want to have the dialogue up because I can barely even hear. She says, I assume you need me to teach the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
是安博介绍我们来找你的。
That's right. Amber told us to come back to talk to
没问
you.
题，现在我就可以教你们。
Well,
So
let's
just
begin your
go
training
to-
immediately.
Go
It
to
will
the
be
diva.
easier to
Be careful
train when
with
we're
it.
back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. Yeah, aren't you trying to like get rid of us? You're not planning to take revenge at an opportune moment, are you?
两码事，两码事。
We can put
既是大李团长的委托，
两码
又是安
事
博的推荐，我不能不给面子啊。
when she's saying 两码事 in Chinese, she's saying like, oh, don't worry about that. Like that's how did you guys even get those 2 things completely confused? Like I've already gotten my vengeance written down in my little book. We can figure that out once we get there. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grand Master's assignment and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply. All right, let me go and switch over the music. I do love this
海
music.
蒙在哦，这样的
But
声音大小合适吗？
I guess we're doing story today. Okay, let's go. All right. Okay, so we're getting back to Jean. Where is the music for the game? To go and report back on what we've learned so far. Where's the music?
唉，不过我们遇到过的怪人也不少了。
Paimon has met more bigger weirdos before. I have actually not listened to the music of this game for a very long time now. For a second there, I thought it was Ganyu, since they have very
你
similar
们
hair
终于来
colors.
了，那么事不宜迟，我们就开始上第一堂礼仪课。
You finally arrived. There's no time to spare. We'll begin our first
等
lesson.
下，等下，我们还是想先问清楚，不然放心不下来。
There's something we need to clear up first, or otherwise it'll keep bugging us. You don't really want to take revenge, do you?
原来你们还在惦记这件事，
So that's
说
still
不
on
定
your
你们比
mind.
我还记仇呢。
Maybe you're the ones who can't let
放
things
心
go.
记仇是记仇，报仇是报仇。
Don't worry,
现
there's
在不是报
a
仇的
time
心
and a
情，
place
所以就先记在心里。
for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for
报仇
later.
居然要看心情。
So you need to be in the right mood for vengeance. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Paimon.
我记下来的仇，早就在心
I
里
already
堆
have
了
a
厚厚
long
一摞。
list of vengeance to
就算要
exact.
复仇，也得
Too
讲究一
busy
个先
to
来后到吧。
vengineer against you. Even if I wanted to begin now, I have to start at
真
the
的
right
轮到你们
corner.
的时候，都不知道过了多久了。
Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
那既然都堆了这么多
Yeah,
了，
we gotta join her
之前我们的
vengeance
冒犯。
wait list.
不如一笔勾销。
It's like those streamers whom like you're like, hey, can I visit your teapot? And then they're like, oh, sorry, my friend list is full, but if you send me a friend request, like maybe eventually I'll add you. That's Eula. That's Eula right here. Paimon says, hey, well, if you still have some time to take care of, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean
那
slate?
可不行，你想得美！
Absolutely not. Stealing my
抢
targets,
我功劳，把
calling
我
me a
当坏人，
ruthless ruler, and
怀疑我的叔
suspecting
父。
my uncle, all
每件事
worthy of
不值得记
vengeance
仇。
in my eyes. Yeah, she definitely
没必
counted.
要太有压力，至少在调查这件事上，
But
我
you
是不会
shouldn't
干
need to
扰你们
worry,
的。
at least.
毕竟有句话
I
叫
think
做“深圳
the
不怕
volume
影
for
子
dialogue is a little bit too long. Too long, too high. Like relative to like the music, that is. You shouldn't need to worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure that you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. Never heard of it before. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then such investigation will prove fruitless. If he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you will understand. I'm starting to see what you mean. Good. Now there are two key points that aristocrats attached great importance to: your manner of speech and your bearing. My bearing with your pretentiousness? What are we bearing? Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics. Oh, Paimon's already learned some of the unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. When she's speaking Chinese, she says, 这个仇我记下了. It means, like, translated more literally, it means, this grudge, I will remember it. I do like their translation a little bit better than like the literal translation. Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange. But you say it all the time. Hey, Paimon learned it from you. And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan. No, I have no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, let me demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you should say, as the morning dew greets... Wow. As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend. However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours, so the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship would not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work just to greet a friend. No, you must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them. Yeah, how dare you befriend me? But didn't you just say that my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused. Yes, you did, but you must know the Lawrence family. Dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted. Man, this is something I would totally say. Like, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember, aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. Concerned with face. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. That is true, actually. Like, if you go around being nice to all of your friends, they would think that you've got something going on, right? Because, like, you know, close friends, you actually joke around a lot, and you call each other words that could be interpreted as insults outside of that context. You mean you always have to talk this way? This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave real-life demonstrations. That's true. It's like its own language. Very well, come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with. We'll choose some commoners to verbally abuse. Alright, let's go and change that volume balancing just a little bit more.
太萌在哦，这样的。
Because I think it's a little bit loud compared to the music. Just a little bit. Norman, what do you think, Norman?
你是劳伦斯家的尤拉吧？
You're eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
劳碌之人，何不稍停片刻？可知尊贵的劳伦斯一族亲临此地，有要事相告。
Her Chinese translates extremely formally, like and also like it's kind of historical Chinese where it's not I think you would only be able to find it in older books. Ahem, you there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Are you ready to receive them?
请以郑重的跪礼。
Goodness gracious, that.
然后是什么来着？哦对，与最大的诚意接受贵族赠予的荣光。
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility. What comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
突然说什么没头没尾的话？
I can't make heads or tails of what you're
哎，等
saying.
等，家训的话，这里应该怎么表现？
Hold on. What did they always
产
teach
生
me?
争执时，
Whenever a
应将
dispute
捍卫家
arises,
族的威
protection
名
of
与
your
尊
family's
严放在首
prestige
位。
and dignity always takes precedence.
明白了。
Got it.
你身为平民，终日蒙受恩惠而生，理应毕恭毕敬，怎能如此出言不逊？
I think in the Chinese, I didn't understand it fully, but I think I caught glimpses of like, how are you not trained like a dog? As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
劳伦斯家族的人都这么古怪吗？
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long since passed. I don't care what you're trying to do, just beat it. I think you
但是
misunderstood
我也
her.
说了，你们在做什么我都不想管。对劳伦斯家族的人，我无话可
I
说。
don't care what you guys are doing. I have nothing to say to you.
也给你一个忠告，在蒙德不要和劳伦斯家族的人走得太近。
Here's a word of advice: I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely to one of them.
没其他事的话，我就先走了。再说下去，我怕克制不住。
I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
喂，别走啊！可恶！你等着，这个仇我记下了。
这个仇我记下了。Mark my words, vengeance will
只
be
是
mine.
因为劳伦斯的名字，不至于吧？
The Lawrence clan really does carry a terrible reputation.
没事没事，这情况我早就想到了。
Oh, she has spurs on her.
我们换个人试一试。
Slippers. Like protrusions from the back of her heels. Interesting. Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's go and find someone else. Let's find another commoner, lowly commoner to verbally abuse. For the sake of demonstration. Are you ready to receive my words from the glory of the Lawrence clan? Lawrence clan? Lino, how's it going, man?
困顿之人，你当明晓尊贵的劳伦斯一族亲临此地，乃是有要事相告。
The story here is very, or I guess the story and then the dialogue here I'm enjoying quite a lot. Like it keeps reminding me why I actually enjoy this game is both the voice acting and the characterizations. Eula says, "Ahem, you there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you."
请以郑重的跪礼与最大的诚意，接受贵族赠予的荣光。
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with the utmost sincerity.
为什么没反应？礼仪规范里说了要等对
feel
方
like
单膝
she
跪
must
地，
have,
挺直上身之后，以俯视的姿态说接下来的
Been
话。
used to people's reactions like this. I mean, if you talk like this to literally everybody you meet, then I'd think they'd have a very similar reaction. Why don't you respond according to the custom? I must wait until you have kneeled completely. Until you kneel completely before I can say the next words.
哦，对了，视线不
I
可以在对
mustn't
方
look
身
at you
上
too
停留太
long,
长
or I'll
时
be
间，
drawing more
进一
attention
步
to
凸
our
显地位
difference
差距。
in status.
糟了，
Oh dear, I've
好像
already
我已经
glared at
看
you
了
for
很久
quite a
了。
while. Yes, now you must exact vengeance upon yourself for breaking your own rules.
唉，行吧，感觉不过也没关系，可能有点不
Fine,
方
you
便。
must spare yourself the formality
那我
of
直接说下
kneeling,
去了。
as it may be too
等等，
inconvenient. I
这
shall
里好像
continue.
可以说一句无理之人。
Oh wait, I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this
别
situation.
再吵我了，需要我说更过分的话吗？
Stop bothering me, or I might say something you wouldn't like to
我
hear.
和劳伦斯家的人没什么好说的。
I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
又是这种态度吗？
Yeah, maybe we should just stop for now. I feel like I've seen
他看
enough
起来态度很
demonstration.
坚决。
Tazdart is here.
他不
Hello,
小心的话，
welcome
效果应该
Tazdart
不会好。
to the stream. I see you everywhere,
我看是在
man.
换个人吧。
Tazdart. We're doing Eula's quest today, and I'm enjoying it quite a lot because everyone from the Lawrence clan is a pretentious prick, and it's really fun to read out their voice lines, especially with their like flowy language with all the alliterations everywhere. Taylor says, "I see you everywhere, man." Welcome to the stream. But yeah, mostly a chill night, and then if we have some extra time, I'll see if I can finish Windbloom. Eula says, yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. Let's find a third peasant
不
to
过你不
verbally
愿意搭理
abuse
我这件事，
until
我记仇了。
they
等着吧。
inevitably decide not to talk to us because we're rude. Eula says, Hamafu, I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Does she remember all the vengeance she has to exact? Alright, Randall. I'm so sorry to do this to you, man. We've seen it twice already. But unfortunately, this is the only way to proceed with the quest.
勤苦之人，
She doesn't even get to finish. You there, lowly worker.
行了行了，我都听到了，不用白费功夫了。我们的答案都是一样的，无话可说。
His Chinese is a lot less wordy than the translation here. Pretty much says, all right, enough already. I've heard it all before. I don't really want to talk. Pretty much.
真是的，明明都是这样的气氛，还不明白吗？
Seriously, can't you just take a hint?
你先冷静一下，我们没有恶意。
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any more trouble.
虽然我知道他是西风骑士，
I know
骑
she's
士
a
团应
knight,
该是不会看走眼的。
and that the knights
但
won't
劳伦斯这个
misplace
名
their
字
trust,
就是一
but the
块
name
治
of
不好的
Lawrence
伤疤。
carries too much weight with it.
又有谁不知道？直到
Even
今
to this
天，
very
劳
day, the
伦斯家族
descendants
的
of the
后裔
Lawrence
还在
clan
盘
are
算
still
重新占领
scheming
蒙
to
德，
reclaim
将旧贵
Mondstadt
族的制
and
度带回来。
reinstate their aristocratic rule.
不避讳就算了，还故意用家
And
族
if
的
that
别扭的
wasn't
说话方
enough,
式装
do-
模作样。
Here
我会觉
you
得
are
这
purposely
是不在
using
乎
their
我们普
awkward
通人的
way
感受。
of speaking just to put on an act. Don't you care about the feelings of us ordinary folk? I feel like if there's such a well-known family of people who talk weird, like people can they eventually build up tolerance, right? Like if someone's mean to you, then yeah, like it feels like shit. But if they're just like mean to you and everybody all the time, but the way that they're mean is like through their vocabulary, but like they're not actually doing anything that's mean, I feel like you just get used to them after a while, right? It's kind of like an accent.
你说的很有道理，
You have a point.
但
Wait,
是
what?
这个仇我还是记下了。
But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
干嘛？要动手？听着啊，我打是打不过你，但我可以找骑士团告状。
Jam Time says people clap. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Huh, you want to fight? Listen here, I'm no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. Yeah, maybe we should just call it a day for now. You know, that's just the way that she wants to talk. Just let her be then.
但我希望他能理解我的态度。
Randall says, I'm sorry, but I just want her to understand that I'm serious.
劝你们一句， 不想经历更多
Listen
不愉
here,
快的
if you
话，
don't want
就
things
趁
to
早
get
停
more
下。
unpleasant, then you better just
算
stop.
了，既然这样，就先不跟他计较了。我们走。
Eula says, my vengeance book has been filled up with this guy's name to the brim. I need more notebooks to keep track of all the vengeance I need to exact. Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. Sigh. Randall. Poor Randall.
没关
He
系，
knew it was
这
gonna
很
happen.
正常。
Alright, this
我们再
happens
换
quite
个人。
often. Let's go and find someone else to talk to.
等等，我觉得已经够了，先
Excuse me.
停一停吧。
Paimon thinks we've seen enough for now. Let's just stop.
我觉得我应该道歉，不该让你去示范的。
Actually,
我不知道
Paimon
大
thinks
家
we
对
should
劳伦斯
apologize for
家族
asking you
有
to
这么大的
demonstrate. We
意
had no
见。
idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
没办法，毕竟是
What
家
can
喻
we
户晓
do?
的坏
The
人。
Lawrence
3岁的
name
小
is
孩子都
already
知
a
道那
dirty
段故事
word.，
会对我态度不好也很正常。
It's already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. I'm starting to sympathize with Eula.
不用担心，
Because, like,
平
you
时
know,
看在
she's
我是
born in
媳妇
this
骑士的份上，
household. She's
他们
taught
都还是
to
愿意和
talk
我说
like
两句
this.
话的。
She's taught to talk like this. She has no other way than to talk like this because that's how she's been raised her whole life. And then when she's just like doing the things that she knows, and you know she can't not talk like this. Like if she just talks casually, then like her family is gonna ostracize her. Her family's already ostracized her, and she's gonna lose all of her identity, right? So she's kind of forced to talk like this, and she doesn't understand why like people won't receive her protocol, so to speak. Eula says, "Don't worry. That with me being a knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me.
今天可能是贵族的说话方式刺激到他们了吧？
Perhaps my aristocratic manner of
不是什么
speech
大问题。
provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue. Yeah.
平时也是这样吗？
So this is the
我觉得没
way
有必要
things are
这么针
normally
对
for you.
你
There's
啊。
no way to push them to direct their anger at you personally.
没办法，犯了
That's the
错的
way
人
things are,
都会是
right?
这样的下
Perhaps
场。
it's just fate for
犯错受罚，天
those
经
who
地
made
义，对吧？
mistakes.
那如果犯了大错，无法偿还呢？
Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting a punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. Yeah. Like, it's not her fault that her family has, I guess they used to be the rulers of old Mondstadt. And, any of their descendants are essentially, they don't have a good reputation. I'm trying to think of a real world analog for this where like maybe if you think about the Vanderbilt family who were rich industrialists in America for the late 1800s and early 1900s, Standard Oil, right? The whole family well, it's not like they're hated upon, but yeah, if they were known for having monopolies and like mistreating their workers, I don't know. I don't think there's a hard real life equivalent, but I can definitely see like having a reputation to your family name, depending on which family, especially like in a smaller world where the population is low. Alright, there's no easy
城
path
市
of
和风是有
reconciliation.
记忆的，该
As
偿还的
memories
债
are
会传
carried
承
in
下
the
去，
city
代
breeze,
代相
the
传。
faults of such
如今
grievances
就
are
到了我
passed
的
down
肩
from
上。
one generation to the next. Now it's my turn to bear this burden. Which is kind of ironic because like they're aristocrats. They have like much higher standards of living than the common folk.
相比起以身谢罪的家族长辈，
At least I have a means
至
of
少我有
living
正常生活
relatively
的资格了，
normal life
没什么不知
compared
足
to the
的。
elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about. Of living relatively normal life compared to the elders. Okay. Right, okay. So here's an analog is because of the things that happened in World War II, Japan doesn't have a navy. And then also Germany Germany and the people who like now grow up in Germany like nationalism is highly discouraged in Germany, and like any groups to have any sort of nationalistic tendencies or sympathizers, they are not very well accepted socially. And you know, maybe that's just the way that things should be, but if you think about it from like a freedom of speech point of view, then like Germany will always veer away from any sort of nationalistic tendencies relative to other countries, including, you know, the United States and Canada. And anyway, I'm not going to get too much into like politics or history, but there's definitely real life analogs here with Eula's family. At least I have a means of living relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about. So you knew all along that we'd encounter these kind of problems. So why were you willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, 你们提醒我了。哼，这个仇我也要记下来。
Oh, that reminds me. The last person will not escape my vengeance either. That last person will not escape my vengeance either.
别再深究了，你就当做
Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do.
不过刚刚的那些对话，
But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems that we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
不用了，他是特别聪明的旅行者，旅途上遇到什么机关都不在话下。刚刚一定已经学到精髓了。
No need. Besides, the traveler is pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we've got the gist of it now.
是吧，是吧？
Isn't that right? Yeah, I think I got it.
到时候有样学样，应付一
We'll just
下
have to
吧。
roll with it for now.
总
Thank
之
you, Paimon.
不要让尤拉再和别人争执了。
Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
原来如此，学会了就好。那你们已经
Well
掌握
then,
了
I'm
一半
glad
的
that
精
you
髓
learned
了。
something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. Tazar says the only real-world parallel I want is Eula's thighs. Look at that, holy cow. That double pinch on the left and the right. I'm just gonna say MiHoYo's character designs are they're very intentional, I think. This is the word I would use, very intentional. Can you imagine if actually if you attend like a convention, there's bound to be a non-zero number of Eula cosplayers, so you might get that wish just yet. Tazar says MiHoYo knows what they're doing. Take my money. I'm not a big fan of her upper sleeves design though, like with the puffy, what are they called, forearm sleeves? Although I guess she is supposed to be aristocratic, so puffy sleeves are kind of a pompous thing in fashion, if I'm not mistaken. As well as her her little feather thing. It's very aristocratic. I don't know how I feel about her shorts though, in terms of how well it pertains to her aristocratic image. I feel like it's not a zettai ryokai. I think that's the word that's the term to describe this style of dress. I don't think that's very historically accurate when it comes to aristocratic apparel. Tazar says, I know how I feel about her shorts. Yep, she is who she is. She says, well done, I'm glad that you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering the aristocratic conduct.
谈吐方面的讲究，
A proper
源于
manner
贵
of
族的
speech
审
is
美
more
是比较
aesthetic
感
than
性的东
anything
西。
else. It stems from their taste for refinement. Ooh, refinement. Tazar knows a little bit about refinement when it comes to Eula.
而在仪态上的追求，
But we must
一遍
also
遍的训
practice your
练就是不
bearing.
可或缺的了。
Alright, so she said there was like two things about like talking with her uncle. One is the way that you talk, and then two is the bearing. So I don't know what the bearing is. Like, are you the bearing with something?
在
I
这方
guess.
面，我有很高效的训练方
Tazar
法。
says, listen,
你们跟我去龙脊
listen,
雪山吧。
bruh. Accuracy doesn't matter here. Historical accuracy doesn't matter here. We're in our own little world, I guess. Tazar says refined style. Yes, yo, this angle. I think I might have missed the previous angle. Or are you talking about this current angle? I would say there were quite a few random like zoom in angles where it's just like zoomed in. And then I was like, oh, isn't it supposed to be dramatic? And then like no drama happens. It's just zooming in. More for practical purposes than for over dramatization or over dramatization. Dramatization. It's a hard word to say with gusto. Eula says, I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragon Spine. That's where she goes, I guess. Her lower back is very protruded, I think is an appropriate word to describe. Tazar says, yep, this angle. The one from above showing her lower back protruding from her frame. Goodness gracious. I would feel very bad if I missed Eula. What is going on here? Can I clean this up a little bit? Can I get some fire in here? Alright, this is a good amount of fire. Only 90 something hundred damage, that's not enough. Excuse me. Tazar says protruding, not like edge. And then Kylie zoom. I guess normally her back is covered by her cape, by her half cape, but at specific angles you can see the arching of her stomach, of her lower back. So cold. Does aristocratic training really need to be done here? If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions.
比如从这里看过去，你能看到有一段很难走的山路，对吧？
Tatoeba, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse.
但如果是一位教养良好的贵族，就能轻松通过。
But a well-trained aristocrat
全程保持优雅。
would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a string on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
这已经不是贵族，是经验丰富的冒险家了吧。
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of fashion walking. Walking down the runway. That's got to be there must be a verb for that. Of walking down the runway. Running down the runway? It is a runway, so why don't people run?
不过在这方面，你的
I
经
think
验应该比
I think
学
I've
会的说话要
exhausted
丰
my
富。
brain cells for the day. Compared to that, to what we've already seen chop suey, this should be a piece of cake. We just gotta like walk up the hill or something, right? I've already cleared all the obstacles. Yeah, I'm used to this kind of challenge.
冒险的经验可以活用
Tazar
在
says
这里了。
fashion walking. Monka, why do people walk down the runway? Exactly. I've run out of brain cells to be able to answer that question, but I did have enough to ask it. Paimon says, this is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge. My adventuring
看来你们
knowledge
很有
has
信心嘛。
shrunk down to the size of a raisin. My brain, that is. Haha, you seem pretty confident this
那
time.
我们开始吧。
We're just walking up a
要
hill.
保
What?
持优雅，可不
What
要
is
被
there to
炸飞
do?
或者打飞了。
Alright,
那
let's
就
get
太难看
started.
了。
Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly. Alright. You know what? We're gonna have the most grace walking up this hill. Right, most grace by having Ningguang walk up this hill. I would
抓紧
say
时间吧。
out of all the characters that I actually have, Ningguang has the most grace. And she's probably freezing her ass off. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know if that's a tattoo or if she's wearing like stockings, but Grace. All right, here's Grace for you. So here's Grace for you. Oh, oh no, we got a grace. We can't.
这样可
Whoa.
不行，露出了破绽。
Oh, I actually
没关
failed.
系，我们回到起点。
Wait,
重新准备一下
really? Oh my goodness. Okay. I
刚开始
I
是会
actually
比较
wanted
难
to walk all the
保
way
持
up the
耐心，
hill rather
我
than
们再
running.
试一次。
All
记
right.
住，
So don't get knocked or launched into the air. I didn't know that you could actually fail this. I thought it was just another like story thing where you just have to clear the mobs. But no, we're learning how to aristocrat. Actually, I kind of have to try then to make sure that I don't get knocked over. I guess if I have Zhongli's shield, I don't get any knocking over.
永
I
别
haven't
了，
built
别
my
白费功夫。
Ningguang at all, so
有大家在身边，伤口就不会
I
痛。
guess if I had
Yeah.
if I had Ganyu, she would be pretty graceful because she just have her shield up all the time and then we just shoot things and then they die. That's a pretty good idea. Why do I even have Ningguang then? Okay.
一刻都不想多等。
Taser says, I need to see Eula walk up the hill gracefully, Craigasm. Graceful meteor. Yep. Alright. I guess we can't get hit by any of these. Sure. Okay. Oh. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter if we get hit. Why am I even killing these things? I don't think I actually have to. Oh, I have a time limit. Okay, that's not good. Alright, so I do have to kind of speed this up a little bit.
这样可
Oh,
不行，
there's a
露
barrel
出了
there.
破绽。
Wow, okay.
没关系，我们回到起点，
Alright,
重新准
alright.
备一下。
I got this. Okay. I do need Ganyu and also Zhongli's shield though, just in case if there's any hidden hidden barrels that I forgot to look at again. Let's go get Bennett.
这
Actually,
真的在找我吗？
Chi-Chi gives me
有
some
什么事吗？
Chi-Chi gives me some extra crit.
刚开始是会记住，
All right, I'm not messing around
这
this
样可
time.
不行，
Wait, what?
露出了破绽。
I can't even hit the
没关系，
Okay,
记
fine.
住，
I can't even hit the thorns. Can I just one shot these guys, please? Thank you. And then I'll walk around. Okay, so these bumpy things, they
下一项工
they
作
don't
是
die. Oh, that was close. That was close. Okay. Let me go and get these barrels. Okay, that's probably good enough. And
这样可不行。
wait,
露出
what?
了破绽。
There
没
was
关
like a
系，
plate on the
我
floor.
们回
I
到起
stood
点
on it and
重
I
新准备一
failed.
下。
Why? So strange. Alex, hello. Welcome to the chat.
刚开始是记住，
We're doing Eula's quest today, and I can't not bump into stuff, apparently.
下一项工作是
How are your finals? Or like, are you done with
拒
finals?
收并蓄，
I guess, or I guess it's like a whole week's worth of work, right? So, I'm guessing you might have been done with a few, but not all of them yet. Oh, did I fail yet? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. I guess more shields.
我会跟上的。下一
Alright,
项工作
I'm
是
just gonna rush it. Alright, hopefully I don't get bumped into any. Okay. Alright, okay, I guess being
不错嘛
graceful is pretty hard.
比我预想中要好太多了
Not。bad, a lot better than I anticipated. You only failed 4 times, which is 3 more than the global average.
我差点就被打中了，幸好没有拖后
Paimon didn't make it
腿
through. Thankfully, we didn't get stuck. Alex says, yep, finals all done. Take a few days break. Try to apply the internships for the summer. Nice. Well, that is good. And thankfully, or I guess hopefully the lack of like a study week didn't get to you too much. Didn't affect the performance of the test too much. But kind of Kind of sucks that you guys didn't have a dedicated study period before the final started. Excuse me. And then also, what types of internships are you looking for? Because I remember my first summer to do internships. It was a lot of fun. But I'm not sure if you're like a freshman or a junior or a senior, and if you've done them before. Alex, Redeem Hydra, thank you, man. Yeah, my summer internship was a lot of fun because that was like the first time in my life I actually got paid. And then like everything felt so new, and then nobody expected anything from you, and then you didn't have to like study for exams or like do tests, and you just do like, everyone has very low expectations of you, so like whenever you do anything, then people are like, oh my god, like the intern actually did something. And you got paid for it. That was really fun. Alex says, I'm majoring in accounting. Oh, so that's how you that's probably one of the things you have in common with Stack Accountant. So looking for something related to that. Alex says, yep, I want that one that's paid. Yeah, that's definitely like, it's super stressful to look for internships, but if you find a really good one, then it's super rewarding, right? Because you get paid, you get work experience, it looks productive, people have low expectations of you, and you get to learn a lot. And no finals for the internships.
这样我们就是合格的贵族啦。
So are we aristocrats now, Paimon?
那可没有，这才刚
Don't
刚开
flatter
始。
yourselves. We've only just begun. All right, I'm gonna go and use the bathroom. Be right back because I've been drinking quite a bit of water tonight, and hopefully you enjoy the music. Okay, I am back. I hope. Oh. Alex says, and something nice to put on the resume. Yes. I will like 10 out of 10 times I will hire the new grad that has internship experience over one who doesn't. Unless you're talking about like PhD new grads, which is like different story, I think. Eula says, don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun.
刚刚我们经历的
This
还是
scenario
比
was
较简单的
relatively
情况。
simple. In the face of a real
战中
real
很
battle,
难有停下来
one would
分析的机
seldom
会。
have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation.
在前方有一块地脉
There's a
阵
ley
石，
line
会
monolith
将
just
魔物
up
吸
ahead
引
and
过
will
来。
attract nearby monsters. But Alex, right before this, right before you came in, Tazar was talking about eula and refinement, and also camera angles. We're being very, very specific. Also talking about fashion walking. Of all things. Eula says, there's a ley line monolith just up ahead.
在激烈的战斗中，
Alex
冷
says,
静迅速地判断形势。
Yes,
这样
that's the
才能
kind of
做到真正的
conversation
优
we're
雅。
having earlier. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. No wonder you're so
因为
skilled.
小时候家里
My
人的要求
family
很高嘛。
set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child.
好了，我们一起过去吧。
Alex says, do you really want her? I think I'll eventually end up with her. And not just in the marital sense. But I'll try and get her without spending too much money, because I spent a lot on Zhongli, and I want to rate limit myself. You know, you gotta have some semblance of self-control in order to justify yourself playing the game, right? Because if I know that I can't resist not wailing, then I'll probably be quitting this game, and I don't want to do that either. You gotta prove to yourself that this is something that that you have control, essentially. And Eula says, "Let's proceed, shall we?" It's yeah, and I think like the more that you manage
就是这个
yourself
地脉
well,
阵石，启动它吧，小心不要被击飞或冻结，不
what
然
is
就太不
happening?
优雅
Don't
了。
get launched. Okay. The more that you can manage yourself well, I think the more excellent of a person you can be, and like it helps to have an external perspective of yourself, right? To have some self-awareness, to account for your own weaknesses, and also to compensate for them. Like I know I'm a forgetful person a lot of times, so over time I've just learned to not trust myself with trying to remember things using my brain, and as a result I've started using like to-do lists and like task tracking software. And that's a part of me admitting that I know that I'm a terrible person when it comes to remembering things, so I just trust myself to not remember things. Alex says, "You okay? You've been coughing a lot." Yeah. I think it's a combination of just the dry air recently, and what was it? Ever since I got the first COVID shot, I got a little bit of a cough that keeps coming back. Especially when I'm talking a lot. Yeah, water's been helping. And like for the most part, if I'm not streaming, I'm not talking, then I'm not coughing. But when it's like cold, and I've been talking nonstop for 2 hours, then definitely gets to me. Alex says, "You just gotta hit gold, then you will get her." I'm on 50-50 and no primos. Very low chance. Oof, yeah. I mean, that was me at the beginning of Wednesday, and then Wednesday spent all the primos, and then also spent another $30, and still we hit the 50-50, and I got Mona C1. So unfortunate, but that's the way it has to be. Defeat without being launched or frozen. Okay, cool. Should be doable.
该打扫战场了。
I don't hear any new soundtracks, so maybe nothing new for. So maybe no new music for this quest, but I'm willing to let it run. Maybe like towards the end we get some nice things.
拒收并蓄。
闲人勿扰。
Alright, I have to use physical damage for Ganyu, because ooh, I gotta be careful. I don't want to get frozen. Physical damage for Ganyu, just because those blobs are a little bit immune to my attacks.
安如磐石。
交给我吧。
So far, so good. Not bad. Okay, challenge completed.
好极了，我都没想到
Well done. Your
你的表
performance
现
was
会这么
most
优秀，
impressive.
就连在雪山这种
You
环境
managed
下
to
也能动静自若。
to remain calm even in the
可能我
grueling
都做不到你
dragonspine
这么好呢。
surroundings. Haha, I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same.
这样的话，感觉我都不需要多教些
Given
什么
such
了。
an outstanding performance, it seems that there is little left for me to teach
早
you.
就说了，他在冒险方面是很擅长的。
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty.
嘿嘿，这下我们就通过了，对吧？
So that's it for our
那
training,
我们
right?
快离开雪山吧。
Then let's get out
我
of
快要冻僵了。
Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
别急， 我刚刚夸奖的是他，
Hold on, I was
但是你
commending
的表现
Chapsui's performance just
完
now.
全没有
You,
长
on the
进。
other hand, seems to have made no progress at all. You're still a bumpkin.
我也是被训练对象嘛。
Nani said it. Paimon was also part of the
是
training.
啊，训练
Yes,
的
of
时候你
course.
慌
You were
慌张张的
frantically
到处乱
flying and
飘，
dashing
要
about
不然就
throughout
是
the
晃来
entire
晃去，
thing. Not
一点
elegant
都不优雅。
at all. Alex says, in my opinion, she feels just okay unless you getting her for aesthetics or need a DPS, then Eula is kind of meh. Yeah, I hear she's kind of hard to raise. Like she requires a lot of materials, and especially with although I guess Klee is coming up soon too. Especially with all these new characters coming out, that a lot of people are skipping her just because they don't have enough materials for her, right? But I do like the cryo element in general. It's like very useful. And it's like it's kind of hard to have a cryo DPS except for Ganyu. Ganyu is like the cryo DPS, but then for Abyss, you usually need 2 teams, right? So it's hard to find a second one. But I think most people, they build her for physical rather than cryo damage, or at least that's how I've seen her being built. So I don't know, like even if she is cryo, whether or not like she does good cryo proc when she's in the Abyss, especially for the shields and having permafreeze and everything like that, right? Not an elegant sight at
你是
all.
不是没有把我教你的东西听进去啊？
Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you? Maybe that's just Paimon style. Yeah, she's floaty.
才不是呢，我把注意力都放在你身上了。
Hey, that's not true. Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time.
不管是什么理由，把我的话当耳旁风，这个仇我记下了。
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions, a cause for vengeance, perhaps.
真是的，这个给你，把它喝了。
For now, drink this.
这
What am
是
I
什么？
drinking?
你要对我下毒吗？
Are you trying to poison Paimon?
不是啦，是热牛奶。
It's a warm milk. I remember this part because Calvin was playing this while I was at work, and then he was talking about warm milk. Where did the warm milk come from?
你说你快要冻僵了，那就喝点热热的牛奶，
Didn't you
暖暖
say
身
you
子
were
吧。
freezing? Drink it and it will warm you up.
谢谢你。可是你刚才还说记仇。
Thank you. Are you still planning on the whole
若不
vengeance
是记
thing?
了你的仇，我才不管你冷不冷呢。
If
要
I
是在我
wasn't,
复仇之
then why
前你就冻成冰块了，我不就没法复仇了吗？
then why would I still care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it?
所以，小家伙，别死哦。
So, dear friend, don't die on me out here. When she was speaking Chinese, she said, 小家伙别死哦. It doesn't translate directly into this. It like this is a lot more calm and a lot more like empathetic when she says, dear friend, don't die on me out there. But the Chinese translates directly to, hey, little guy, don't die. Not don't die on me out there. It's just like literally, don't die. That's an order for you.
咦，果然你这个人怪怪的。
Thank you for looking after Paimon.
只是一报还一报，不值得感谢。
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Yes, you gotta take care of yourself so that I can kill you later. And by the way, this camera shot with like the lower back. Yeah, it's a very refined angle, as Tazdart would say. All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me.
好了，我们回蒙
Alex,
德吧。
those blob
既然礼
emotes.
仪训练都已经完成了，
What is the name of
最后一
that
步
emote?
就是准备送给我叔叔的见面礼。
It's a really good reaction. It is enviosity. MVO. Should I put on a jacket? I feel like, yeah, let me go and put on a jacket so I stop coughing. I think I usually do pretty well with cold temperatures, but like sometimes I have a cough, and then if I feel a little bit cold, then it triggers the cough. Alex says, Miho, you're always appealing to the Coomers. Yep. Jim Jam says, the window has your reflection exposed. Yep. I don't think that's the first time I've shown my face, or exposed parts of my face. Indirectly, that is. But I don't think there's a good amount of footage of directly my face. Enough for AI to index it in the future. Again, like I don't show my face, not necessarily to avoid humans seeing my face, but more so to avoid machine learning algorithms from getting a very large sample set. Eula says, now then, given that your training is complete by climbing up a hill, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be to prepare a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him. Huh. You can't even talk to the guy without bringing him a gift.
我有个很好的主意，我们去猎鹿人拜托一下莎拉吧。
I already have something in mind. Let's go and pay Sarah a good visit at the Good Hunter. Will such common lowly foods be acceptable to the grand, to the honorable and great Sir what is his name? Winston? I think not. Alex says, and plus I don't think anyone usually in chat will put in the effort just to expose. Yeah, and like even if there is someone in chat who wants to expose, I don't really mind like humans seeing my face. I just don't want there to be like 400 hours of footage of my face that's like archived on the internet forever and ever, right? Would love to meet you guys in real life though, and I have a good number of friends online as well. Oh my goodness, yes, walk all over that camera angle, Eula.
是优拉，还有荣誉骑士，你们好啊！
Oh hey Eula, I see you've met the honorary knight.
又见面了，安博，我们真是有缘啊！
Because if you guys think about it, like anyone who streams on Twitch, and especially people who like keep their VODs or upload their VODs to YouTube, that's a lot of data for like hundreds of hours of your lifespan that's been archived on the internet. And you know that shit, like Google and Twitch and Amazon, they're gonna keep all of that footage for like probably generations. Like there's gonna be data archaeology is gonna be a field where, you know, you go through tons and tons of data from tens, if not hundreds of years in the past. And it's all going to be there, unencrypted and public. Jim Jam says, do you work in tech? I do, yeah. And I also work in infrastructure and security. So that's one of the reasons why I think I'm a little bit more paranoid than your average consumer. Palmon says, we meet again, Amber. Seems like we're just bound to run into you these days.
我刚刚从城外回来，正想来猎鹿人吃顿饭。既然你们来了，一起吧，一起吧。
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at the Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we go and eat together?
好啊，已经有一段时间没有和你一起吃饭
They're
了。
pretty good friends, it seems like. Eula says, it's been some time since we last shared a meal
来来
together.
来，你们也坐吧。
Let's take a
见
seat.
面
We
礼
can
的事，
discuss my
我们边
uncle's
吃边
gift
说。
while we eat. Accepting Amber's invitation, you and Eula sat at the table.
请问要加什么菜吗？
Yes, is there something else you'd like to order?
我叔父很喜欢的那一道酱菜煎肉，麻烦你做一份，然后打包吧。等会儿要给他送过去。
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite gebratines? That's my best attempt. Gebratines. Fleisch meat sauerkraut. Gebratines fleisch meat sauerkraut. That's my best attempt. I'm so sorry, guys, especially if you speak German. We'll take it as a gift to him
好
later.
的，知道了。不过要
Coming
从头开
straight
始
up.
准备，需要花
I'm
点时
hungry
间。
now.
等会儿来柜台找我拿吧。
It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
哎，等等， 先别走，这道满族沙拉也是安博之前点的吗？
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad something that Amber ordered? Is this satisfying? If it's not satisfying enough, I will exact vengeance upon you.
哦，不是的，因为看他没点什么
No,
素
she
菜，
didn't order it,
我
but
就送了
because
一
she
个
didn't
小
order
菜
any
可以解解
vegetables.
腻。
Right, because Amber likes to eat meat. I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house, you know, to contrast with the meat dishes. She's gonna have vengeance, isn't she? She's gonna have vengeance. Probability of vengeance is at least 90%.
明明没有点，你却要擅自送，哼，这个仇我记下来了。
So we clearly didn't order this, and yet you prepared it without authorization. Humph. My words. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
这也是要记仇的事吗？
So you're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad.
你又不是第一天认识我，我就是这种大爱人呢。
Sarah. I feel like Sarah's got it right when it comes to like dealing with members of the Lawrence family. You just gotta like kind of take it lightheartedly and just like accept them for who they are, right? Because if they're not actually gonna go and disrupt business for you, then who cares what they say or how they say it, right? Sarah says, "You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am."
好啦，你们慢慢聊，我去准备酱菜煎肉了。
Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish that your uncle started. For your
沙
uncle
拉这家
started.
伙，一定要找机会跟他算清这笔账。
Excuse me. Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will have to pay for this.
不过，为什么要选酱菜煎肉当见面礼呢？我都没听过这道菜。
Why would you choose Capertine's Fleischmeat sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Paimon's never even heard of that dish
因为那
before.
是猎鹿人的隐藏菜品，只有我叔父那样的老食客才知道这道菜。
Alex
很
says
符合旧
she
贵族的口
reminds me
味。
of a character, of a cartoon character in an old cartoon that always screams, "Vengeance will be mine," but I forgot who. Vengeance will be mine. You're not talking about Mr. Montanya, right? I forgot his first name, but let me go over to the desktop real quick. This is the title that I have set up for the stream. Is for those of you guys who aren't boomers. I think it's Ignacio Montanya. Yeah. You killed my father. This is from a slightly old-ish movie called The Princess Bride, which is it's a very meme movie, and it's also a very good movie. And there's a character named Inigo Montanya. Let's have a look. So, if you haven't seen that movie yet, that's The Princess Bride. It is it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll give you anything that you want. Just ask for it. I want my father back, you son of a bitch. Eula says this dish isn't actually on the menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
但因为酱菜有股酸酸的味道，有很多人都不喜欢，
But due to the
所以
sour
渐渐就
flavor
没
of
人
the
愿意点这道
sauerkraut,
菜了。
not many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time.
尤拉请我吃过一次，我差点连一口都咽不下去。后
Eula
来我
treated
就
me
叫
to this
它
dish once,
不
and I
愁煎肉
couldn't
了
even finish a single bite. I've nicknamed it the Gibbertine's Fleischmeat Vengeance ever since.
没
Yeah.
想到你的口味和我差这么多嘛。
I never
不过
expected us to
一不
have
小心就报
completely
了
different
仇，
tastes in
还
food.
是很
If
开
I
心
were
的。
if I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes the grounds for transgression for me to exact revenge, except that we're actually good friends. Huh, so even Amber doesn't escape your
那是
vengeance.
当然，像她这么招人恨的小姑娘，
Of course
蒙德
not.
城里都找不出几个
It's。hard to find someone Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does. I feel like vengeance is just like it's like a token for Eula. Like she just hands out these tokens to people, and you can have a whole economy of vengeance.
平时开玩笑没问题，别在荣誉骑士面前
It's
这么
fine
说
when
啦
you're。just joking between us, but I'm afraid the honorary knight might misunderstand you.
尤拉平时虽然把记
Eula's
仇挂在
always
嘴
talking
边，
about
但
vengeance.
这只
It's
是她
just
的
like a
生活方
meme
式
for
而已，
her,
其
but
实
that's
不
just
会
how
往
she
心里
is.
去
It's
的。
nothing that you should take too personally.
会往心里去。
I am
会记得很清
serious.
楚的。
I'll remember every
你这个人
transgression committed
确
against
实
me.
很招人恨啊。
It's no wonder so many people dislike you. It's just like a meme for her.
我也发现了，尤拉其实就是个很单纯的好
I'm all starting
人。
to realize that Eula is actually a very good
想要
person.
表达好意的话，完全没必要这么别扭啊。
So she's a little bit different from Rosaria, where like Rosaria is actually kind of abrasive, whereas Eula is just like, for her, it's just a meme. There's no need to be so awkward when you actually want to say something nice.
小家伙，你没像我这样被当成罪人吧？
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
那倒是。
The fuck is a pariah?
那你是不会知道，
So that's
坏
why
人想要当好
you...
人有多难的。我当不了好人，也没有要当好人的想法。
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is to become a bad person. How hard it is for a bad person to try and become good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person.
好啦，别突然严肃起来啊！我开玩笑的。快吃饭吧。
All
不然
right,
饭
no
菜就
need
要
to
凉
look
了。
so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold. And if the food is cold, I will have my vengeance. After an awkward pause, everyone resumes cheerfully chatting.
好吧，好吧，我去找莎拉买单吧。
Amber is like really cute as a character. I wish she would show up more. Amber says, "Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill."
不要，摩拉我都留在盘子下面了。
No need.
直接
I've
支
let
付账的话，
Mora on the
莎
table.
拉肯定不会
If
收那
you
点小
try
菜
to
的钱。
settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad.
可别小看我复仇的技术，这种破绽是不会让莎拉抓到的。
Don't underestimate my ability to exact vengeance. Ha! How dare you give me a free salad? I will force you to accept money for it. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time.
好了，接下来你们就自己去见我的叔父吧。
All right, next time you
他在清
should
泉
pay
镇附近
my
的山上有
uncle a
个小
visit.
营
He has
地，
a small camp
一般
at the
没
top
事
of the
他
mountain
就会
near
待在那
Springville.
里。
He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else there to do.
我以为尤拉会跟我们
That
一起去
camera
的。
angle, man. Shows off her accessories. Very nice. Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
这个稍微有点不方便了。
I'm afraid that won't be very convenient for me. It's better if you two went alone.
对了，不要忘记找莎
Ah,
拉
yes.
拿上
Please
打
do
包的菜
remember
哦。
to pick up the dish from Sarah.
我也要继续去野外调
I
查
still
了。
have
下次再见。
more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, see you next time.
有机会再见吧。
Let's meet
我们真的
again.
很
What
有
an
意思。
interesting bunch you are. Yeah, we're the interesting ones. All right, so I guess now we have a gift and we know how to like probably talk to the uncle. We can go and try and find him. I'm gonna use the bathroom again because I've been hydrating, so I'll be right back. BRB.
听说了吗？奔狼岭有个奇怪的家伙在游荡。
选哪个好呢？
来看看吧，绝对有你没见过的东西。
有点累了吗？那就在这里休息吧。我去为你沏茶，要全糖、半糖还是无糖？选哪个好呢？
听说了吗？奔狼岭有个奇怪的家伙在游荡。
Okay, I'm back. And yes, I did wash my hands. Let's see. So we are going back to the uncle. Uncle Winchester. What is his name? Winston? Worcester? Worcestershire? Oh, I actually have to go and grab the dish. The Gebratine's
来，酱菜煎肉已经打包好了，要趁热吃才能保证口感哦。
Gebratine's Fleisch Meat Sauerkraut.
如果尤拉对你们说了什么奇怪的话，别往心里去。其实他是个很善良的人。
And by the way, don't worry too much of when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
其实我刚刚就想问了，
Paimon has been meaning to
之前
ask.
用
No
垃圾
one
场里的
could
普通人
stand
说话，
the sight of
大家
Eula
都
when
很
she was
不
trying
待
to
见
speak
她的
with
样
other
子。
people in Mondstadt either.
但是刚刚
But
看
she
到
seems
和
to
安博
have gotten
还有
along
和
fine with
你
you and Amber
好
just
像
now.
关
What's
系
up
又
with
很
that?
好。
Yeah, what is up with that?
唉，
The
劳伦
people
斯
of
这个姓氏
Mondstadt don't take
对蒙代
kindly
人
to
来
anyone
说
bearing the
太
Lawrence
沉
name.
重了。一旦背上了这个姓
They
氏，
are unable to see
大家
past
就
their
只能看
family
得
and
见劳
therefore
伦
they
斯，
don't actually
而
see
看不见
Eula
尤
for
拉了。
herself. Yeah, so I guess the real culprits here are the people who are judgmental, ironically.
那么尤拉无论想
So
做
no
什
matter
么
what
都
Eula
是有
wants to
罪
do,
的。无论
it's
做
seen
了
as
什么
wrongdoing.
都
It
是没有
essentially
意义
strips
的
the。meaning of anything she wants to accomplish. Wow, this is a very long dialogue option. So that's what she meant when she said it was hard for a bad person to try and be good.
那为什么你对尤拉有不同的看法
So how
呢？
come you're able to see Eula differently then? Because she has to make money, duh.
因为他在加入西风骑士团的时候引起了非常大的轰
Well,
动，
when she joined the Knights, it caused quite an uproar.
很多人写了联名信，
Many
强
people
烈要
signed a
求骑士
petition
团
demanding
撤
that the
回让
Knights
他入
reverse
团
this
的决定。
decision.
另一方面，
At the same
劳
time,
伦斯家
numerous
族也来了
members of
很多
Lawrence
人，
family
在骑士团总
crowded
部
the
门口闹
entrance of
事
the。Knights of
要求
Favonian's
尤拉出
quarters,
面给一个
clamoring
说
for
法。
Eula to give an explanation. Yeah, so like neither party wanted her to join.
哇，两边都不讨好呢。
是的，可以想象那
Right,
时
so
候
you can imagine
尤拉
how
就定下
determined
了多
Eula
大的
must have
决
been
心。
under such circumstances.
幸好大团长法
But
尔加
thanks to the
还有骑
Grandmaster,
士团其他人的态度足够坚
to
决，
Grandmaster
才把这种矛
Varka
盾
and
压
the
了下去。
unwavering attitudes of the others of the Knights of Favonians, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid.
在普通民众眼里，他是骑士
In
团
the
的
eyes
污
of the
点。
people, she's a
在劳
sting
伦
on
斯
the
家里
Knights
的
of
人眼里，
Favonians. In the eyes of the
她是
Lawrence
家门不
clan, she's a
幸。
disgrace to her family.
可他只是默默履行着骑士的责任，
But
默
she
默地帮
simply
助一个
fulfills
又
her
一个的
duties
人。
as a nice,
我就是其中之
silently
一。
helping one person after another, myself
我
included.
觉得这样的人是
People
应该
like
被
Eula
理
should
解
be
与照
approached
顾
with
的，
care and understanding.
至少
Yeah, she has
也应
special
该享
needs.
受一点点公正的待遇吧
She。could stand to be treated a little bit more fairly. Yeah, totally agree here. If there are only more people like you,
我相信总有一天会好起来的。
I believe a day will come when such things will
事
get
情
better.
结束之后，我们再
Once
去找尤拉
everything's
聊聊
settled,
天
we
吧。
should go talk to
我感觉
Eula
现在
again.
我知道
Paimon
怎么和她
thinks
打交
we
道
know
了。
how to communicate with her now.
那就太好了，虽然嘴上不会承认，但他一定会很开心。
I think that would make her happy, even though she wouldn't admit it.
慢走哦，欢迎再次光临。
Take care and please come again. Sarah is a pretty nice person. Can we eat it? Can we eat the sausage that we're supposed to be delivering? Deleting. Maybe delete it with my stomach. Alright, so it's in the inventory. Well packaged Gebratines flinch meat sauerkraut quest item. A serving of Gebratines flinch meat sauerkraut that has already been packed. A curious smell wafts from within. You've heard that this is a hidden menu item that only longtime patrons know of, and that this hoi polloi cannot appreciate its flavor. Fair enough, you think. Unfortunately, we cannot eat it. Alright, where are we going? To Springwell? Not too far from here. Okay. He lives like on top of this guy lives on top of a cliff. Am I stuck? I am totally stuck. Strange. Okay, cool. And I don't think I can actually get up on this.
拒收并蓄，
Great. Alright, I'll just go the regular way and then not grab that mushroom there. Head towards Springville and look for Schubert. Schubert, that's his name. Or Schoolbert. He's just like camping out here.
帐篷破破烂烂的，却有一把看起来很
I was just
不错的
gonna say, that's
椅
a
子
pretty fancy chair for the middle of nowhere. Tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair.
这也是贵族的礼数 之一吗？
Could this be another aristocratic custom?
又是你们，
He's just like sitting in a fancy chair in the middle of nowhere. Oh, it's you again. I thought I'd rid myself of you two. Please, if I may be so bold as to say a few humble words.
斗胆，哼，有点意思。听到了一个
Yes, that
很恰
seems
当的词。
appropriate enough.
行吧。
Well,
我也
I'm
绝
not
非心
certainly
胸
one to be
狭隘之人。
narrow-minded. I'll overlook your
此前的小
previous
小不悦，这
misconduct
既往不
and
咎了。
exact vengeance later
一若
for
想进
now,
言，
and
我
listen
便
to
不
what you
屑
have
一
to
听。
say.
哇，这高高在上的姿态。
Before I go on further, I wish to express my will of resistance, or it is an honor to stand before you here, immersed in your supreme brilliance.
原来如此，同道中人，
Supreme brilliance it is.
光辉，及存续至今的贵族荣光，你赤胆
We're
忠
speaking
心。
his language. We got the protocol going. It appears I have misjudged you, supreme brilliance, the glory of the nobility that continues to this day, a true loyalist.
表现很不错。
Impressive.
我的本意就是对你自谦品格的试
My
探。
intentions were to test your humility. It seems you have become well versed in our etiquette.
原来是试探，
He was testing
这样
us.
说话也太麻烦了吧？
礼数上是
Your
合格
conduct
了，
is satisfactory.
很难想象
I
这么
must
短
say,
的
such
时间，
progress
你们就有
in
如此
such a
进步。
short time is practically unfathomable.
如此温文明理的遣词
If
造
I
句，
may ask,
是
from
从
whence
何
did you
处
learn
学
such a
来？
civilized manner of speech? Is she a dear friend, or I guess she is an acquaintance, so she is a dear friend. I refine my conducts with some instruction in the classics courtesy of a dear friend. I'll go with the
不
first
错
one.
不错，
Ah,
从
very
会有
good.
加。
You are bright.
和蒙哥
Compared
的
to the
贱民
common
相
folk
比，
of Mondstadt,
实
you
在是
certainly
可
have
造之
potential.
材。
You
假
were,
若是
if you
出自
were of
贵族血
aristocratic
脉，
blood,
则
your
前
prospects
途
would be
不可
promising
限量。
indeed.
对了，我们还有礼物，
By the way, we brought a gift.
小小礼物不成敬意，
We
还
would
请
like to
收下。
present you with a small token of our goodwill.
这个是酱菜煎肉，
Could this be the Gabertine's French mine sauerkraut?
果然不是装模作样，是真
It's
的下了功
evident
夫。
that your sentiment. This is like way zoomed in on Paimon's shoulder, where you can see the thickness of her cape, and like the low poly count there. It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish.
正好我很久都没吃。
It's been so long since I've
我的意思是，
dug into a
既
big,
然到了用餐时
tasty.
间，
Oh, I beg your
那我就
pardon.
不
What I mean
客
to
气
say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake. Schubert relishes the Gebertine's French
好
mite
香，
sauerkraut.
还是原来的味道。
Ah,
一
this
点都没
aroma,
变。
just as I remember,
嗯，
and this exquisite
尤
sour
其是这股
flavor,
蒜香。
a delicacy that only us noblemen and women could
这就
appreciate.
是贵族才能理解的享受啊！
搞得我都有点好奇它的味道了。
Even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
好吧，我
I
感受到
acknowledge
你
your
们的诚意
genuine
了。
goodwill. Such
如此诚
and
恳，
sincerity
一定
must
是有
certainly
求而来
imply
了。
that you come bearing a request. It seems there's word that of the Lawrence family has a grand schemer of sorts.
连这都
We're
知
here
道
to
吗？
accuse you, sir.
这本来是我
Schubert
们家族
says-
的机密。
Wait, so you know of this too? It was meant to be a family secret. I would like to do what I can for the nobility. These dialogue choices,
好吧。
man.
看
Well,
你礼数
considering your
周全，
meticulous
想必
etiquette, you
是
must
未
be
来可期的
a
人才。
talent of
我愿
unusual
意给你充
fortitude.
分的信任。
I'm willing to place my full trust in you.
那么跟我来
Please
吧，
come with me.
我
We
们现
happen
在
to
正需
be
要更
in
多的
need
帮手，
of competent fellows like yourself. Where are we going?
见见我们远道
To
而
see
来的
some
朋友，
friends from a distant
他们
land.
将会伸
They
出
have
援手，
offered their
帮助
assistance
劳
in
伦斯家
restoring the
族
Lawrence
重
clan
现
to its
荣光。
former glory. Uh-oh. The former glory of Lawrence clan is like tyranny. That's not good.
只是因为礼数周全，就完全相信
So
我
he
们
trusts
了。
us solely based on your etiquette. Yeah, we should be a little careful. Perhaps this is what the old aristocrats see as most important. Yeah.
好了好了，跟上来
Well then,
就什么都
let's
知
get
道。
going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
他说的，该不会就是愚人众吧？
Do you think his friends are the
如
Fatui?
果被愚人众
Good
认出来
question.
就麻烦了。
Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to something something. I missed dialogue there. Oh, got missed by a boar there. Yeah, he's a little sus. Oh, what's happening here? There's a random whopper flower. I don't think these are related. I think they're just incidental. Random cave in the middle of nowhere, behind enemy lines. After winning Schubert's trust, he has decided to take you to see his friends from a distant land. The Fatui might be skulking within, so make sure to be fully prepared before stepping forward to investigate. I'll be as prepared as I'm ever gonna be, I think. Maybe grab my usual team here. Vengeance will be mine. I cannot oversee this transgression. Why did you put on mask? Why did I put on my mask? I feel like the Traveler does not hide his identity very well, just by putting on like an eye mask. I don't wish to be seen by strangers. It's only proper for aristocrats to wear a mask. Alex says even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt. So it's probably a few Snezhnaya folks, Cheever says, and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our faces so easily. I see, haha. Yeah, we're playing to this guy's ego then, right? Like, hey, we're putting on masks because they don't deserve to see our face. Good thing Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us. Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest. Yeah, and I'm gonna go and whoop their ass. Wait, if I switch to... I heard that this area had already been purged once, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it's fallen into disrepair and does not suit the taste of the nobility, we simply have to make it do for now. Sorry, can't we walk any faster? Of course not. An aristocrat always moves in the grace of his steps, moving something something. I missed the dialogue. I wonder if I switch over to the Traveler, does he actually have a mask? Like the playable character. So I'm gonna fail this challenge and then go back and then grab the Traveler in my party. I want to see if he actually has a mask when he's walking around. I feel like that's the type of detail that like they would have considered, but I don't think they would have implemented. Maybe swap Venti actually for the Traveler, and then let's grab a shield character just in case things get dicey. My Traveler is only level 20 though, so no idea. Alex says no idea because we never bring out the Traveler. Yeah, let's see. Oh, he actually has a mask. Oh, that's cool. Miho, yo, you guys. I mean, I guess like other characters don't have a mask, right? But it's nice that they even thought of this use case. Because like, I'd imagine most people don't even get to see this, right? Alex says, I have Maya at 80 or 90. Wow. Alex, you're like building all the characters, huh? Moving hurriedly is unacceptable. Alright, so we're actually gonna roleplay as the masked stranger. Schubert being nice and waiting for us. Maul like zoomed in for extra roleplay. Yeah, it's nice that they added this little bit of detail. Like they totally didn't have to. They could have just been like, oh yeah, he's wearing the mask. No, nobody's gonna be seeing him anyway, but like some modeler went in and then like I guess they already had the model, so it wasn't too hard to like incorporate it into the gameplay model. But then like they had to do a non-zero amount of QA just to make sure everything works. It is the Fatui, because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
外来的蛮族罢了，
Filter.
武力有余，缺乏涵养。
Nothing more than the
但作为交
foreign
易对象，
ruffians with power and the
还算
ability to
有利
flaunt
可
it,
图。
just like you.
等等，这个人
BB's
是
here.
谁？
Hello, welcome, BB. We're doing oh man, we're doing Eula's quest today, and so far, she took us out on a date and showed off her camera angles and taught us how to be rude to other people. And then we came back and had a nice meal with Amber as well. And now we're talking with her uncle, and the uncle was gonna show us his business acquaintances, and we're wearing a mask because we're also aristocratic, and we don't want people to see our face because they don't deserve it. They gotta pay if they want to see. Evie says hi. I don't like this one. Aw. But yeah, let me see if I can give a shout out to BB. She's also a Genshin streamer. She just got a brand new microphone, and she's doing her. It is a full subathon, right? It's not like a whatchamacallit. It's not like a marathon. Well, it is a marathon, but it's a full subathon, right? All the metrics are dependent on how many people sub. I actually have a new command called shoutout clip, but it was offline not too long ago. Let me see if it's online now, because I have a lot of fun with this one. Where's the shoutout clip? There it is. Okay, so I think it's working. I know you guys are looking at a black screen right now. Give me a second. So let me try the shoutout clip for the BB. Let's see what clips are here. Does it work? And Alex, you can also use this command as well. Well, this is kind of a random little clip. I wasn't sure why someone clipped that particular timestamp. BB says 24-hour subathon in 4 days. Wow, okay, good luck with that. And I hope you get a lot of sleep before and a lot of sleep after. BB says, ooh, thank you for the shout out. They made Chi-Chi fly. Oh my goodness, I think I missed it because I have it on like a very small window right now, so I can't see all of the pixels. Just because it's kind of fun. Let me go and do that again.
Can we not pull this over?
Is this Fall Guys? Oh no, this is no, I know this is Human Fall Flat, I think.
Can you pull this?
And BB just recently got a brand new microphone, so she sounds a little bit different now. Yeah, go and check out BB.
Oh, the wrong way. Oh no!
Oh, rip!
Oh no, we lost.
Up. That was a pretty good clip. All right, let's go and continue with Daler. Daler says, "Hold it right there. Who is this?"
我有必要告诉你吗？
Schubert says, "If you must really
我
know,
带来的
they are
自
my
然是客人。
guests. If you happen to
若是
offend
得罪
them,
了我的客
even
人，
in the
你
slightest,
可逃不
then you
掉
will be
俄
held
罗斯家
accountable
族的
by the
问责。
Lawrence clan. Yeah, you do not transgress the Lawrence clan, or they will exact vengeance upon you.
但这件事是机密
But
中
this is a matter of
谨慎一点，没有
utmost
缓冲。
secrecy. We must exercise caution."
贵族行事，岂容你
Mama
在我面
redeemed
前
the
指指
Genshin
点
one
点
poll. Let me go and do that right after
我
this
不想废
cutscene.
话。
I don't
马
think
路
I
让
can do
开。
it in the middle of the cutscene, but thank you for the redemption. Mama says Kappa Kappa. BB says when someone has a mask, they are a completely different person. Yeah, I should know. I do usually have a mask whenever I do my camera. And I am but technically behind a VTuber mask as well. BB says Genshin logic. Yep. We're just talking about how like the traveler's profile does not, like he does not disguise himself very well just by slamming on like some glasses, you know. You dare question the ways of the noblemen? I don't have time for this. Make way. No need to sound all high and mighty
我
like
知道。
that.
行行行，
Poor Daler.
你们请进。
Getting wailed on by this guy's verbosity. Mama says that one poll must be a 3-star. Yes, it must be. In fact, I'm gonna start a prediction because I'm so confident. Start a prediction / prediction. Okay, start a prediction. And then we'll do 3-star, right? 3-star, right? 100% 3-star. Or or Lenny face. Okay. Alright, that's the prediction we're gonna start for Mao Mao's poll, which we're gonna do in about a minute here. I don't know what time I've set on it, but hopefully you guys get your whatchamacallit, points in. Actually, that one's going by maybe a little bit too fast. I might have to restart that prediction. Daler says fine. You may proceed. Yeah, let me redo that because I think I forgot to set the time limit. Prediction. I'm gonna delete that one. Delete and return points. Okay. Prediction. 3-star, right? 100% 3-star or Lenny face. And the submission period, let me make it a little bit longer, like maybe 2 minutes. Okay, cool. Cool. The other says fine, you may proceed. Okay, so good thing you're with us. They don't dare question you. Of course, that's the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. Alright. Let's continue, and then once that prediction expires, I'll do the poll. Such glory will return with me before long. Door of Resurrection activated. Yeah, so as soon as that bar comes up, finishes, then I will do the one poll. So far, somebody believes with 100 points. That's quite a good belief, given that my pity's currently at like 10. No, probably even less than 10. Because I just pulled Mona on Wednesday, right? I did hear that that there is... I did hear that there's a rumored pity at 20 after you lose the 50-50. I don't know how true that is, but last time that I missed Zhongli, and then Sizer was like, hey, there's a second pity at 20 after the 50-50. Like, it's not a guaranteed pity, but like you get boosted chances, I guess. And sure enough, I pulled Zhongli on pity number 20 after I missed the 50-50. Sergi says, oh, where have I seen that person before? And may I ask? And whom may I ask is this? We mustn't just bring anyone else in here. Melissa is definitely not believing. BB says, wait, what? Oh, does it have to be 10 at once, or singles is okay? Singles and 10s don't make a difference at all. Like, your pity counter is completely independent of how many wishes you do in a batch. Alex says, they say the first 20 pulls, there's a higher chance of a 5-star. But it's all speculations. Yeah. But I actually got Zhongli on number 20, though, so I don't know. Sergi says, whom I asked, can't bring anyone in here. This is our new ally whom I've recently met. They're completely trustworthy because I've just recently met them. You have the word of the Lawrence clan. ... I'm just gonna ... him. Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring an outsider at this time. BB says, would I get Klee? My Klee is 50-50. You wouldn't be able to get Klee on the current banner, I don't think. Like, even if you lose the 50-50, I don't think you can get Klee. But once her banner rolls around, if you just lost your 50-50, then the next 5-star pity is guaranteed to be the banner character, right? But yeah, I think Klee should be the next banner. BB says, yeah, Klee is coming. I'm waiting. Yeah. Just save all your primos, because like, even if you don't have pity, then like you still have a non-zero chance on like a non-pity wish, right? Like, you still have 0.27% chance on any single wish to pull the banner character, right? So do save all your primos for her. Sergi says, furthermore, there has been word that an outlander who recently joined the Knights of Favonius have been very active in Mondstadt recently. Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is very well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with a proper mutual respect. It's kind of nice that, like, once you get this hoity-toity guy, if he's like rooting for you, then he's really rooting for you. You got all his verbal abuse all in one package. whether it's against you or for you. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
还有这个家伙，
And what about this thing? The Paimon.
我怎么了吗？
You mean
行了，
Paimon?
连我
Enough,
说的
you
话
dare
你都不
question
信
my
任了。
word? Need I remind you who it is that has made your activity in Mondstadt possible?
要是少了劳
Without
伦
the
斯
support,
家族
he's
的
just
支
like
持，
pointing at them
早
now.
就被骑士团
With the
赶
support of
走
the
了。
Lawrence clan, you would all be driven out by the Knights of Favonius like
你
dogs.
应该立刻向我被
BB
冒
redeem
犯的
hydrate.
朋
Thank
友
you, BB.
呈上最诚挚的歉意。
Alex says, Klee is great for me. I can save hypers. Right, because you already have Klee. I don't. I miss Klee. BB says, you have Klee. Alex says, nope, but I don't like her playstyle. Oh, you don't like her playstyle. I have no interest in getting her. I see. BB says, I want her because cute. Alex says, yeah, she is cute. I would want her for Abyss, and I think that's about it. Schubert says, you must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor, or I will have my vengeance. Tisk.
好好好，
Fine, fine, I'll take
既
your
然是
word
你
and
说
make
的，
no further
我就
inquiries.
不再追究什么了，直接切入正题吧。
Now to the matter at
你
hand.
许诺的蒙
Did
德
you
城
bring
防
the
国
diagram of
已经
Mondstadt's
带来了吗？
defenses as promised?
一上来就是这么劲爆的交易。
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
啊，
Yes,
当
of
然，
course, here it is.
就在这里。
I hate those Mondstadtians as well.
我看看，
Let me see. Why is it so poorly
为什么
drawn?
这么丑？
Everything's so squiggly and crooked. It's like one of Klee's drawings that he's brought him.
这方块和圆圈
What
又
is
是
this
什么？
shape supposed to be?
你说什么？这是我花了好长的时间才一点一点画下来
Excuse
的。
me? I'll have you know I went to such great lengths to carefully draw out this map by hand myself. BB says she would fit in my tiny people team. Wait. You can make a whole team out of the cheapies? Because it's just Klee, Chi-Chi, and Diona, right? Is there another small person? Or a chibi? BB says, oh, so you play in Mando. Yeah, Mandarin. Yeah. I can, for the most part, I can understand what they're saying, and it's nice for me to hear a lot of the puns that are missed out if I switch to English. There's a lot of really good puns in Mandarin that aren't as well translated. BB says Yao is coming. Oh, Yao. I don't remember their design, but I do remember their name. Is it? I'd have to go and look it up. Yeah, I just remember that they're a character, but I don't remember if they're like. They must be small then if you're mentioning Yao Yao. So then like Yao Yao, Klee, and then Chi Chi, and of course Diona. It's gonna be BB's team. Alex says 1.6 live streams next week, Friday. Sheesh. Everything's moving so fast. I feel like we've barely gotten our feet wet with 1.5. Schubert says, "Excuse me, I'll have you." Oh, I already read this part.
那也不是什么方块和圆圈，
That shape
是代
is
表
the
西方骑
symbol
士的标
of the
记。
Knights of Favonius. I
行吧，
see, crude,
简陋了点，
but I can make do. Are you able to verify that
你能
this is
保证
all
这些
reliable
信息
information?
全都可靠吧？那当然，放
Of
心好了。
course.
哎，
You needn't worry about that. Don't worry. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of Lawrence clan shall fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. BB says 1.5 is probably a filler for 1.6. Ah. Alex says, I hope they give it to us for free. For the first Dendro. First Dendro? Oh, first Dendro character. I see. I doubt it. I don't. Yeah. Like, well, I guess if it's like required for solving puzzles, if the Dendro element is required for solving puzzles, then they'll have to give us a free-to-play Dendro character, right? BB says that's been rumored. I see.
那栋楼的归
The
属权
rights to
还
that
有
building
整
as
个
well as
城
the
市的
whole
直接管理
Mondstadt
权
belong to the
都
Lawrence
属于劳
clan.
伦斯家族。嗯，
Yes,
双赢的
yes,
交易
we will both
没必
profit
要
from
讨
this
价还价。
agreement. There's no use in haggling over the
我们会
details.
好好利用这份
We
情
will
报。
make good use. Traveler's just like
考虑到
on the
外交影响，
side. He's just like looking
请
at
不要
them
在
in the
任何场
conversation,
合
and
暴露
he's
我
like,
们的
"Yep,
身份。
sounds good. We'll make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge your identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know."
放心放心， 这件事，
He just has like a smirk on his face. Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I and my new friend here. No one else would know of it, and I trust him because I just met him.
到时候我站在骑士
Once
团
this is
总部的
over, I
王
shall
顶，
stand on
痛
top
骂
of
他
the
们对蒙德的
Favonius
软弱统
headquarters
治，
and
所有的
rebuke
士
their
兵
pathetic
都要
rule over
再度
Mondstadt.
臣
Then
服
the
于
city and
劳
all
伦
of
斯的
its
脚下。
people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan. Sorry, I got carried away there. Haha, perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be. Sheesh. Turn on reverb just for that. Sergi is like this nutcase. Alex says Kazuha seems so fun to play, but his CC doesn't look as good as Venti. Kazuha doesn't Kazuha means wind? BB says Kazuha looks nice, but I also want him. I also don't want him. Oh, why? Says Alex.
最后提醒一句，
Sergey says, may I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That's all for now. Very well.
那就这样吧。
Paimon.
怎么了？突然，
What are you guys doing? The jig is up.
蒙德城西方骑士
That's
团
right.
有一
It's
起
the
事
honorary
和他
knight
最好
and
的伙
their
伴
trusty
派芒，要粉碎
companion
你们的邪恶
Paimon.
计
We're
划
here to crush your evil schemes to dust. To dust! I think they got the message, Paimon.
你
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me.
用没
Yes.
引以为傲的礼貌与优雅骗取我的信任。
那是因为你太盲
It's
目
your
相
own
信这种
fault.
东西了。
Who would put such trust in someone based purely on their manners?
计划了这么久，
You've bamboozled yourself, Schubert.
你给我等着！
After so much planning, this is how it ends. We'll see about that.
果然
I
如
will
此
have my
啊！
revenge.
一
Vengeance.
开始就不该相信这种蠢货贵族的。
Just as I expected, I knew I should never trust these aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them. Alright, we're
他们
way
往不同的
overdue
方向跑掉了。
for the wish. So even though we're going to fight, let's go and redeem the wish. I think that was from Mao Mao, right? Mao Mao, are you still here? We're doing your wish now. That was a really long cutscene. Sorry about that. But let's go and pull. And it's either no way, 100%, or Lenny face. Sorry, Mao, I think it's the blue. Another fucking sword for my collection. This is fantastic. What does he say? Does he say this is fantastic or this is amazing? Oh well, but we are one pity closer, and what's our pity like now after the Mona 5-star? We're at 2. 2 out of 20. Sag. Sorry about that, Mama. Oh. Mama says, Kappa, 3-star, goddamn. Have fun with my 100 CP channel points. Sorry, Mama. But so, I think your channel points went directly to other folks, so that they can make me like chug water or do push-ups or whatever. What was it? I recently added song requests. If you guys have music that you would like to play, you can do !request with like with a YouTube video, and then it'll play it on stream. Saves me having to manage playlists, but it's a little bit glitchy, I think. BB's or Alex's true same issue I'm having with Eula right now. If I do get her, I can't build her. That's why I don't mind not getting her. Yeah, we just have like too many characters to build, right? So you would only want to I wish I had a cryo character. Shoot, that Anemo boxer is gonna be oh, got one shot. It's gonna be on the battlefield for a while. I should have grabbed Ganyu there. Thankfully, I did get I did get Noelle in here, so hopefully she won't make the fight last too long. She and Kuching. All right, still doing a decent amount of damage, even with that shield on there. Whoops.
交给我。
Man, that shield is not fun. BB says, do you care about getting muted? Wait, me or Alex? Or do you have your sound separated? Because some DMCM music makes part of your VOD muted. Yeah, I have all of my channels completely separate. Between the game and Discord, my voice, and what was the last one? And DMCM. So this is my voice meter setup, and like it's pretty complicated to read. And this, when I first set this up, it took me like 4 hours to learn how to like use this friggin' piece of software. But it does allow me to use like 7 voice channels that are all separately mixed. So like if I have my music here, and then I turn it down, then it's just the music that gets turned down, which is really nice. And then that goes to a separate VOD track so that I don't get DMCA'd. But yeah.
无论是冒险还是做生意，机会都稍纵即逝。
Alex did a song request. Let me go and enable that source real quick. I think I actually need, I need the window to be up for it to be playing, which is why I didn't use stream elements in the back, because I just didn't want to have another window in the back, or window in the background. That's a song request. Okay, cool. And then once the window is up, then it should show on stream. Okay. Hide video. Does it work? Oh, there we go. Is that it? And then Alex, I think you're the only one with permissions to do this besides me. You can do a volume 40%. There you go. That's not the song you requested, right? Let me go on next. No song's currently playing. Alright, I think it's bugged again. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's bugged. Show on stream. Yep, that's definitely not your song. It should have been playing right away. But of course it's not. Let me go and reload my overlay for media request. I know it's just a black screen for you guys right now. Turn it off and then turn it back on. Okay. Play. 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 That's playing my browser though. That's not what I want.
劳逸结合是不错，但也别放松过
There
头。
we go. Why was it so difficult? Volume 40%. There we go. All right, it's quite glitchy, so unfortunately, doesn't work all the time. But I've seen some users make better use of it than me. Namely, Sister Evelyn has it going on our stream all the time, and she does not have these problems. So maybe it's just a matter of learning all of its quirks. Alex says, because if you have DMA, CA music and the VODs, it will mute those parts. Alex says, do you have to manually do it? I do have to manually bring up the window, but like usually it works okay. And then once the queue is empty, it goes to the backup queue. But like for some reason, it was playing off at the backup queue, and rather than your song. Alex says, I thought it will auto add to the queue. It would have, but it didn't. So here's the playlist. If you want to see, here's a queue if you want to see like what's currently on it, which is like nothing except for this one song, right? BB says, go to the Stream Elements site and allow there. Does that voice meter take a lot of CPU? does, yeah. And like when you're low on CPU, it'll start crackling up. Like I usually run it with admin privileges so that it gets CPU priority, but it does take up quite a bit of CPU, which is why like most people use a hardware mixer, right? And I did purchase a hardware mixer. It should be here sometime next week, which is a Go XLR Mini. BB says, I can't then. Yeah, you can probably use virtual audio cable, but then you would have to route your audio through OBS and use OBS as a mixer, which is like, it's doable. But then like, you have to enable monitoring in OBS so that you can actually hear your own music, because then the music doesn't go to your headphones anymore, because the music's going to like this virtual channel which is separated out in OBS, right? So OBS is listening to your music, which means you can't hear your music. So then you need OBS to forward that music back to your headphones, which is like, you gotta go and set that up. BB says, I'm already running at 100% CPU on my laptop. Yeah, it might be something that you want to set up once you get your PC fully funded, and good luck on that, by the way, for your 24-hour sub. BB is setting up, or is fundraising for a computer. And her... Is that Eula? It's fundraising for a computer during her subathon. All these shoes. Don't touch me. Get out of my way. I'll leave on my own. It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Eula says, oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well. Things progressed much faster than it was all worth it. Wait, why is Eula here? Things progressed much faster than anticipated. Oh, new song. Thank you, BB, for the song request. And I actually did not have to do anything there. It just played off the cue, which is nice. Alex says, don't worry about me. I'm just testing to see if it's working. It works. Yeah, nice. It's a little bit buggy, but when it works, it's really fun to mess with, right? Another thing about it is that like sometimes videos are private on the playlist, and then like if it hits a private video, it just gets stuck there, and then like you have to open up the window to manually skip it, which is like, you know, it's one more thing to manage, right? Like I wish it would just skip the private video itself. Trooper says, aha, I see it now. You're the one who taught them of our etiquette, and I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there's a rule in our family. Such traditions can never be taught to outsiders. Yes, rings a bell, so I had no reason to teach them. Yo, Eula's cool. You have brought shame upon our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now. Eula says, I know that you poured great effort into these plans, Uncle, but you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I cannot overlook your actions. I cannot overlook your transactions. Of your transgressions. I shall exact my vengeance upon you. But yeah, Alex, you can get a list of commands from the commands page for controlling this thing. It's all pretty intuitive. I try to like label the bot commands to be like things that people expect it to be called. So like song will give you song, will give you current song, and then you can do next, you can do skip. There's also a vote skip that if there's 3 votes, then it will automatically skip the song without any mod involvement. And I don't actually want to skip the song, just to demonstrate. Knights of Favonius, let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. How dare you transgress against me? You still have a chance, defeating every Knight of Favonius here and leave with me. You only have to kill everybody. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning. Just to be clear, you want to be a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius? You want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius? She said, Meitingdong, which is like, the fuck are you talking about? Or like, more specifically, it means I don't understand.
你是我们家族的末
I shall say
裔，
this one last time: you are not a knight of Favonians. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan.
你是流着劳伦斯家族之血的贵族。
The blood of the
应该
Lawrence
要
clan
顺应
flows in
家
your
族的
veins. You
意
must
志
comply with the will of the family.
可是，从以前到
Since
现
when
在，
have I ever
我什
complied
么
with
时
the will
候
of the
顺应过
family?
家族的意志？
She's cool. Eula's cool. You unruly maid. That's an insult to call someone a maid. Your profession involves cleaning stuff.
生气的也应该是我才对。
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. Oh, this camera angle. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety.
你想过你给多少人添了麻烦吗？
Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it
为了
would
平息这次的事，
bring to so
我要
many
和
people?
多少人
Had you
结仇啊？
considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
你在
You
教训
dare
我
lecture me?
你
是的，我再教训你叔父。
That's right, in the
最看重的劳伦
name of
斯
the
家族之
family
名
that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert.
我没有经历过你所说的荣光的时
I've
代。
never experienced the age of the glory that you always speak of. I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it.
但我有能力判断是
So
非对
her
错。
uncle
你
is
甚至
old
自由
enough
对蒙
to
德人的
have
意义。
experienced Mondstadt's glory days. He doesn't look old enough, and I thought like, oh, Mondstadt got destroyed like a couple hundred years ago or something, right? It says, but I am capable of discerning right from wrong. I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt.
劳伦斯家族
The
不会。
Lawrence clan will
你不应该
never
变成你
and
心
will
中的样
never
子。
become what you've dreamed it to be. Grr. Eula's cool. I like Eula. Do I like Eula enough to wail on her?
家门不幸啊！家里怎么出来
Maybe towards the
你
end
这
of the
么一
banner.
个大逆不道的怪物！
Oh my goodness, that voice acting. This guy is furious. Oh, the disgrace of it all. How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
看上去一副歇斯底里的样子，总是
Paimon
挂
is
在
just
嘴边
like,
的礼貌和优
you
雅，
mad, bro?
好久不见了呢。
Things are starting to get pretty historical here. Let's get the fuck out of here. Politeness and elegance seems to have gone out the window.
不太明白你在吵什么。
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I will have matters to attend to. We're gonna celebrate by eating, I guess.
就说明已经掌
It's
握
kind
决
of
定性的
ironic
证据
that
了
like we just had a meal together, where she helped us get a meal for her uncle, and now she's like arresting her uncle. Eula says, given that you've already taken action, I assume that you've come across some conclusive evidence. Yes, I have. Your honor, your grace. Do we still have to speak to her in a formal manner? The Fatui are in possession of a diagram of Mondstadt's defenses. Yeah, they are.
我偷偷看了一眼，你的叔父靠观
Paimon
察
took
和
a
绘画
peek at their
把西方
diagram.
骑
Your
士
uncle
巡逻
had
路
mapped
线
out all
还
the
有
knight's
其他很
patrol
多信息
routes and
都
marked
编
out
辑
key
出来
information
了。
around Mondstadt.
原本觉得他只是个不务
Why
正
would he
业的
do that
长辈，
himself? Why didn't he just
没
get
想
a
到在这
maid
种
to
事
do
上
it, huh?
居然这么执
You
着。
you maid,
这个仇我也记下。
you person who cling other people's and possibly yourselves residences, huh? Eula says, aside, there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family, and a crazy and a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn, mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
剩下的话等会儿再说吧。
Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram. Alright, so we're just gonna go and beat up. Oh, we get to play as the Eula. She's got the same like hold animation. Oh, almost the same hold animation as Diluc. Shoo. Like when she finishes though. Oh, that ending position. That ending position. She's just like shoop. That looks nice. And that looks nice too. This is the pose that Kyok discovered that that her fourth auto attack ends in her stretching her back apparently. It's so cool. Look at this. She's got her left hand over her right shoulder blade. So cool. This is like, shoot, my liege. 1, 2, 3. What does this look like? That's cool too. She kicks her sword. That's not very graceful to kick her sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, hair flip. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hair flip. Hair flip. Oh yeah, she's so cool. Oh my goodness. Is there a 6? 3, 4, 5, 6. No 6. Okay. That's cool. Alex says Pippa got credit. Yes, Pippa got credit. Swipey swipes. Alright, where are we even going? I think I'm going backwards. This is just the stairway to nowhere. I think like they didn't intend you to go backwards, so yeah, I guess it's just the stairway to nowhere. What song is playing right now? I like this track. I like this track. It says, oh, Roblox fan. Thank you. Roblox memes, 50,000. 50,000, not 5,000, 50,000. Roblox memes, 50,000. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the content that we have tonight. Alex says I cannot do this. That I cannot do. I spent for Zhong. Yes, I know how you feel, Alex. It's like we just wail for Zhongli, right? So it doesn't feel right to just like fell through the wall there. It doesn't feel right to wail again, but I think wailing is wailing might be required. Oh, okay. So I just kind of have to wait for it to flip, right? Whatever. Okay, I have enough health. Oh! Sag. Okay. Well, hopefully I don't kill all of Noel here. Get some chicken. Don't flip. Don't flip, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip. Oh, it flipped and I still alived somehow. I still somehow alived. Roblox did a song request. Okay. I don't know the song, but let's go and listen to it. I think that's one of the reasons why I got this up in the first place, just because I kind of want to go and I do want to discover some of you guys' musical tastes. Ooh, some big numbers there. That's her E. I don't know how her skills and everything work, but seems pretty she seems very basic attack focused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I wonder what her ult looks like.
加快脚步。
Oh. One, 2, 3. I'm trying to use her as much as possible, but like I feel like I can get way bigger damage numbers with Kaching just because I have her built. I do need some health though. Give me some health. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So far, so good. I wish I had a Hydro character though. I do not. Does eula? Does she melt? She does not melt very well. What's her Q? Just a big burst. She kind of reminds me of D-Luke. It's kind of like a cryo D-Luke, I guess. Oh man, I should not have it infused. Alex says we have to worry about DMCA stuff and strikes from Twitch because I can't tell if a song's DMCA. Not really, because it doesn't go into the VOD. So the only way for like people to realize that we're playing DMCA music or not is by like actually watching the stream live. And like at our size, I don't think anyone really cares. But yeah, the song requests, they do take soybeans. So it takes 100 soybeans to enqueue a song, and then you can get 100 soybeans just by staying in the stream for 10 minutes. So, and that's just a way for me to like rate limit people so that everyone gets a chance if we ever get busy. Yes, thank you for the song request, Roblox. Roblox means 50,000.
有大家在身边。
剑出，影随。
Alex says seems good, seems good. BB says maybe not DMCA, but VOD getting muted. Yeah, that's why I have Twitch VOD tracks. So the songs they don't show up in Twitch in the VOD at all. Like if you make a clip of my channel and then you go back to listen to what it sounds like, there is no music because that's omitted from the channel or from the audio track. So like there's essentially 2 audio files for the stream. One that you guys are listening to right now and then one that goes into the VOD. That's a very nice feature that Twitch added, I think in December of this year. Nice. I like her moveset, and I like, yeah. Her attacks come out a bit quicker than Diluc's. And if you can if you know how to animation cancel, you can get a lot of damage out, I think. Of course, she's not built right now. I wonder what constellation they have her at. Whoops, completely missed. I also heard that she has like kind of a burst damage. Maybe it has to do with the floating crystal swords around her. Oh, that's what it is. So she does have a burst. I guess it like builds up and then it explodes, something like that. Alex says it's because of the sword. Without the sword, she is slower. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So the sword is pretty important to her playstyle then. Huh. Okay. How many of these do we have to trigger? So it seems like I do want to build up some sort of a meter for her to use her to her fullest potential. Where are we? Like, I've never seen this tile set before. This must be a new tile set for Genshin. I don't think this is the right direction. I've activated that that pillar, but not sure where to go after that. This is surprisingly like a substantial amount of puzzle solving for a Genshin game, for a Genshin dungeon.
空中行动，视野更棒。
Alright. Do I just go forward? No, I don't. Wait, what? Am I or not am I Pepega? I am definitely Pepega. The question is, how Pepega am I? Oh, there's a platform. Okay, I see. There was an elevator. Alex says, so you use our queue depending on how many... Oh. Are we done with the level? I think so. No, there's one more fight. Of course there's one more fight. You get a shield for her. So after you use your Q, depending on how many more times you hit the enemies, the stronger the burst. I see. So after the Q, I get the sword, and I want to deal a lot of damage to build up a meter. And then after I build up a meter, then explode. Got it. Her energy generation is not super great, I think. Or maybe I'm just not doing it right. But like I'm getting 1 bubble, 2 bubbles every... Actually, it's not bad. It's very low cooldown. But it's not building up the ult very fast. It feels like every E gives me like 10%.
冰浪怒涛，
Alright, so do that, and then I want to build up a meter,
加快脚步。
I guess. We're building a meter right now. Poo, 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 poo. And then it bursts, I guess. Okay.
就是这个。
By the way, I think this current
不过不知
track
道他
is
们有
like
没有趁这个机会制作出备
3
份。
hours long, so we might want to go and skip it. Skip. Yeah, Korean 80s city pop mix. So when there's no songs on the queue, I just post from my regular Twitch playlist. What is this current one? Is this a private song? I think we're on a private song right now. And it's just like stuck there. Yeah, private video. Skip. Okay, cool. Eula says this. Oh, they actually modeled the map very nice. Eula says this must be it. They must. They may very well have made a copy of it.
不过，如果没有叔父当他们的傀儡，就算攻打蒙德，
Eula
也
says,
没有什
but
么好
without
处
my
的。
uncle as their puppet, there be no use in attacking the city.
愚人中应该
The
不至于
Fatui
一定要依靠你的叔
Wouldn't
父
have
吧？
relied only on your
的
uncle.
确，
True, but if
但
their
如果
plan
不是
had
想要靠扶持
hinged
傀儡来接
purely
管
on
蒙德，
taking Mondstadt by
单纯
force
只
as
是进攻，
opposed to with the
就
help
没
of
必
a
要找这个
puppet,
弯子了。
they would have spared themselves the trouble.
就算愚人众很不老实，
The
也不至
Fatui
于
are
现在就要对
dishonest,
外开战。
but they wouldn't have gone as far as to
这样的话，
open war, start an
他的
open
对手
war.
可不
Their
只蒙德一
opposition
个。
wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone. That would be putting the cart before the horse.
总之，这层隐患我也会告诉戴
Convoluted
笠团长，
metaphors.
他会妥善处理的。
Anyway, I'll inform the acting grandmaster, who is Jean. She'll know how to handle things from here. By the way, why did you follow us here?
对了，你出现的时机也太
You
巧
appeared
了吧？
at just the right moment.
这个嘛，
Yeah, about that.
因为一开始你击败了我追踪的
Because
愚
you
人
stole
众，
my targets
抢
by
了我
attacking the Fatui I had been tracking earlier, so
所以
she's
现
here
在
for her
我
vengeance.
就来报仇了。
I came to exact
既
my
然你抢了
vengeance.
我的功劳，那我一定要抢回
You
来。
tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor. She does not let things go. I guess we're even now, right? So getting the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses were your way of exacting vengeance. Are we even now?
嘿嘿，
Finally,
这么
after
长
all
时
this
间下
time,
来，
Paimon
我终于
understands what
能
you're
听懂
saying.
你说话啦。其实你只是隐约察觉到
In
我们
reality,
这
you
边可
sensed
能
that
会有
something
事
might
发
happen
生，
to us during our investigation.
担心我们，
You were
都担
worried
心
about
你的
us
叔
and
父，
your
所
uncle,
以就
so
带着小
you
队过来
brought a
看
team
看，
here to
是
take a
吧？
look.
是报仇，
My
不要计较
purpose
我的
was
意思。
vengeance. Don't twist the story. Yep. Look at that smug face. Look at that smug face. She's definitely here for vengeance and nothing else.
你这小
Dakarane.
家伙看上去不太机灵
You。don't look too bright,
心机
but it
真的
seems
不
like you
少。
have a knack for scheming.
这个仇，
Now
我
mark
记下
my
了。
words, I'll remember that. And exact my vengeance.
看上去不太机灵是什么意思啊？
What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
你们两个，这次
You
我
have
们算是结下
seeded
深仇
a
大
deep
恨了。
enmity between
给我
us.
等着吧。
Just you wait. Just we wait.
就算你们化成了
Even
灰，
if you were
我
to
也
be
绝对不
completely
会忘记
destroyed,
你
I
们。
would never forget you. Hamafu. This tsundere face. Super tsundere face. So does that make us your arch enemies?
放马过来吧！
Bring it on. Haha, I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Thonius and take it from here.
接下来的事都交给我处理就行。
我们有
Sure,
机
we'll
会
see you
再见。
around.
当然会再见的。下次我们见面的时候，可不要让我失望了。
That you will. Make sure not to steal my targets next time. Afro Stellos chapter complete. Like Act 1 complete. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go and grab this treasure and wrap it up for this for the Genshin stream. But yeah, BB, if you're still here, I can give you a quick demo of like the buttons that you need to press in order to set this up. But yeah, I think we're completely done, right? Yeah, we're completely done with this. So basically, to go to my desktop, I have the mixer. BB says, I mean, I can't download it. Oh, for voice meter? So voice meter comes in 3 different. Give me 1 sec. Change the category to just chatting for just a bit. Game. Just chatting. So, and for anyone else who's in stream, who is thinking about becoming a streamer, or you're a streamer and you want to split your audio, voice meter comes in 3 flavors. Voice meter. So there's voice meter, which is, it's just called voice meter. There's voice meter banana, and then there's voice meter potato. So what's the difference between them? And you'll see them here in the tabs here. Let me go and see if I can make this a little bit bigger. So like, what's the difference between them? Voice meter has 2 inputs and 2 outputs, and they're both virtual. Banana has, I think, 3 inputs and, is it 3? Actually, it has 5 inputs and 5 outputs. And then voice meter potato has 7. Sorry, it has 8 inputs and 8 outputs. So after you install it, if you go under your sound settings, and I believe voice meter, like original voice meter, is free, and then banana is also free. So like most people use banana. I'm like a little crazy and I have like way too many inputs and outputs, including my hardware. So I use potato, and potato is the one that you have to pay for. But banana is free, and I think you just download this zip package here and then you install it. So then after you install it, if you go under your playback devices, I know this is kind of tiny for you guys, sorry about that, very big monitor. In your playback devices, you'll have all the inputs, you'll have them as playback devices, and then all of the outputs for voice meter will be usable as recording devices. So the output of the mixer is the input for Windows, and the input for the mixer is the output for Windows. Essentially, like, you're telling Windows to send all the audio for a specific application. You're telling Windows to send it directly to voice meter. So that's why voice meter's input is a playback device. Once it's in voice meter, then like everything on the left hand side here, so I have like 5 hardware inputs and then 3 virtual inputs. These are my inputs, and then on the right hand side there's like 7 columns here. These are my outputs. And then basically you want to route the inputs to the outputs that you want. So if like for this particular input, that's where I'm sending all my audio, and I want to say like all my audio goes to this one input, but then it goes to multiple different outputs, then I would just enable the output enumeration here. So there's 5 hardware outputs and then 3 virtual outputs, which is why there's 1 through 5 for A and then 1 through 3 for B. And then you click on the button for where you want to send the audio. I don't do a very good job of explaining this, but there are some YouTube videos. I will send you one of the ones that I watched when I first set this up. So at a high level, it's a routing table. You just want to say these inputs go to these outputs. And then once you have it going to the specific outputs, then in OBS, you use those outputs as your inputs. So the output of the mixer goes directly to OBS. In other words, rather than Windows to OBS, you're doing Windows to the mixer, routing within the mixer, and then the mixer to OBS. That's how you split audio. XX is sounds like you could explain it better with MS Paint and just like drawing trees and stuff. Yeah, but the problem is I think there's people who explain this better than I would. And I think it's much easier to follow through a tutorial on YouTube rather than like have someone scuff it up on stream and try to explain it to you in MS Paint, right? But the high level idea is you download the software, you route all of your audio through it, and then it acts as a buffer between the audio sources and OBS. BB says, what is input? Input is just a thing that takes things in. So like the door to your house is an input for your house, and the output is like maybe your back door, right? Your microphone is an input for your voice, and then your speakers are an output for your ears, right? Oh, that's loud. I like the song. It's a little loud. Skip. View says so Mike. It kind of is Mike, but like Mike is only one type of possible input, right? So if you have like sound alerts set up for your stream when someone gives you a follow and then it produces a sound, right? You can route that audio source. That's also an input. So it's not necessarily just the microphone as well. But you can kind of think of it as like microphones and speakers, right? XX says this stream is an output. Yeah, I guess so. So it's inputting my voice and then outputting into your ears. Yeah, the terms are just referring to the directionality of how the data flows, but not necessarily like a specific device. Think of it as like a highway's on-ramp versus an off-ramp, right? Okay, so we are hopefully not confusing BB more than we are giving her useful information. But I think we're mostly done with Genshin for tonight. Anything else I need to do? Maybe go and grab my expedition reward. I will be starting a stream right after this to do my Arduino project. I'm already a little bit late by like half an hour. I usually start my Arduino project around 11 o'clock Pacific. What else? How am I doing on resin? So far, so good. But I'll be sending you guys over on a raid to I don't know whom yet. And then roughly 5 minutes after that, I'm going to be restarting the stream, but doing it in the Science and Technology channel. I usually like to do this because I know like most people are here for Genshin and like I'm not going to kid myself, like writing code is not the most fun thing to watch as a stream. But right after this, we're going to go into lo-fi mode. I'm going to try my best to explain as much as I can about what I'm doing. And hopefully it could be educational for some folks out there. And we're going to be playing lo-fi music for the rest of the night. So let me go and send you guys over to a raid. Thank you, Alex, for the raid message. If you guys have anyone to recommend, I would be interested in hearing it, as long as they're also streaming Genshin and that they are roughly similar to our size. But yeah, let me know if you guys have anyone that you are interested in us rating. Who is on right now? Hyphy is up. I don't know Hyphy that well though. Dr. Drumon's also up. Oh, Dr. Drumon's playing Genshin Impact. Honey Chews is also up. Whoa, she's back. Yeah, okay. I've never rated Dr. Drumon before, and he is a frequent. He is a regular on a lot of the chats that I'm also a part of. So send him my regards. Thank you guys so much for stopping by for the Genshin content. I'll be restarting the stream for. He's also rolling. Nice. I wonder if he'll get Mona. I might stick around just to see if he'll get Mona if he's rolling first. All right. I'll see you guys later. My next stream is gonna be on Monday. We're doing Dark Souls. And then on Wednesday, we're doing Valheim and Genshin again. So I will see you guys then. Thank you guys for stopping by tonight. Bye-bye.